sold my soul to the bottle. Still none of my friends have left me yet. I'm the same man I was since the age of 13, and I've lived my life with no regrets. If you're looking for some freedom, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum. If you're looking for rhyme or reason, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum.
Oh, welcome to the last party of the weekend. My name is Chris. Welcome to 10 Drink Minimum. Let me pull everybody back in here. Let's see here. Unmute. And here we go. Holly Ann is with us.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Nice. We have James Smiley with us.
Hey, guys.
Yay. How are you doing, Smiley?
Fantastic.
You have your hair out. What?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Well, I lied. I'm not looking. I'm trying to share to everybody's page here to get people to come in. So, and then with us today, sitting in with us is my co-host for What's Up ABQ, Ryan Freeman.
Hey, so excited to be on.
Yay. Welcome.
Thanks.
Are you though excited? I mean,
Yeah.
is it a good idea?
Well, it may or may not be a good idea. That's yet to be seen, but
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
Happy to be here.
I think it's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea.
Everyone's enthused.
Of course we are.
I
Let
would
me-
put it on the resume, but
Yeah. So Ryan, you are my co-host on What's Up ABQ.
Yeah.
You're a published author
Mhm.
and you work for Habitat for Humanity.
It's true. And I'm a co-founder of Brell's Podcast.
Yeah, you sure are.
Mhm.
So tell us why what was the beginning of What's Up ABQ? I am not the original co-host. Your sister was. So what made you guys decide to do that show?
Yeah, sure. So I had lived in Albuquerque 10 years ago. And before that, well, in between there and now, I was living in the Midwest. And so my wife and I moved back a couple of years ago, and it's a whole different city. Like, I feel like I didn't know what was going on or where to go, where any of that. And my sister's always just had the knack for knowing cool places to go to. I don't know how she finds them, but she does. And so I was sitting in her backyard. We were drinking beers, and she's like, "Hey, you want to start a podcast?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. All right.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever." You know, we used to do radio together here 10 years ago, and used to have a live show on Saturday nights on AM radio that nobody listened to. So it was great.
Yeah.
It was called Speakeasy. You can't find it anymore. And anyways, so she's like, "Well, what do you want to do it around?" I was like, I want to find out what's happening around Albuquerque. And she's like, "Well, what do you mean?" I was like, "Well, you always know these places. Like, let's talk to the owners and people that work there and stuff." And so we just started reaching out to people. And before we knew it, we were booked out for 3 months in advance. And it was, before COVID.
Yeah.
And so we would go record on location and around town. And I got to like rediscover my own city.
Nice. Yeah, we so Holly and Smiley, we our show that's coming out Wednesday. We spoke to the mayor of Tijeras.
Whoa.
and what's that? Yeah, oh yeah, the real one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mayor.
If I'd be like,
Wow.
be on 10 Drink Minimum, he'd probably be like, yeah, they probably don't. But What's Up ABQ? He totally cool with that.
Wow.
It was really funny because there was I was sitting there looking up stuff while I was talking to him, and then there's definitely stuff we kept it pretty fluff. He was really nice, but like he won like 118 to like 116, so he won by 2 votes.
Wow.
And the woman he beat was mayor for 20 years. So that's there's got to be some saltiness going on there.
Wow. I want to see them sit on a
that's
show
crazy.
together.
Yeah, right. And it's so funny.
I'm
'cause-
gonna do that.
What's that? Oh, you're gonna put your glasses on. You're gonna
His
leave
mocking glasses.
my mocking glasses. So I mean, I guess we have to talk about something that's going on. I mean, this is and Holly's in her house, James is in his house, but Ryan is in my house.
It's true.
Lucky.
What does that mean?
It means you invited Ryan before us. Is what that means.
So special.
He kind of invited himself.
What?
Oh, is that how you do that? I could just invite myself.
I
kept dropping hints. I was like, maybe you're be on sometime, Chris.
But you know what that means, though, right? If Ryan is in my house, that means he's in studio, right? So that means Ryan gets to do a shot of Malort.
All right, let's do it.
This is very exciting. We haven't been able to do this in a while.
And I don't want you to feel like alone. So
no, and I've been listening.
I'll
for
do this
about a year now.
I'll do this with you. Oh, so he knows about this, right?
As much as I can.
So Ryan, I want you to try to describe what you think you're about to taste.
Okay. Well, I know you guys mentioned like it's all about the aftertaste.
Oh yeah.
So what I recall oily and like burned rubber and
yeah.
You do listen. Okay.
I do listen. Yes, I do.
Dun, 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 dun.
I can already taste it in my mouth. And I'm in Rio Rancho.
This probably wouldn't give you heartburn, Holly-Ann.
Everything gives me heartburn. I'm surprised I'm able to drink my green tea today. We'll see. Supposedly that means my baby's going to have a lot of hair. So we'll see if that's true.
Well, how old's Hamster?
How old is Hamster?
Yeah.
He's 30.
He's 30, and he has a pretty good head of hair.
He does. He has really good hair, and I have pretty good hair.
Yeah.
So,
what is your grandparents like?
I don't think any of my grandparents had hair loss.
Yeah.
And you know what? When I went through chemo, even I didn't lose very much hair either.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Ryan's also a cancer survivor.
Yeah, I was gonna say props to that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Survivor.
awesome!
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, the same.
Yeah. Did you lose your hair, Ryan?
Well, I was like 1.5, so I didn't
Mm.
really have a lot of hair to lose.
Oh.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
All right. So Ryan,
Okay.
are you ready?
I as much as I can be.
Do you have So I don't want you to do a chaser right away. I want you to
Savor it.
and then I want you to explain. I want you to explain to the audience what you're tasting.
Okay.
So
All right.
all right. So here's to being on the show for the first time.
Okay.
All right.
Cheers.
Oh yeah. God dang.
I'm like sympathy for you.
It tastes like black Sharpie. It tastes like black Sharpie.
Oh God.
Or like those pens that had the smells like the black licorice. If you were to eat that, like pen.
That's a pretty good description.
It's a very heavy black licorice taste, but like not in a good way at all.
No.
It's like in the worst way possible.
But I feel like
Wait, you're gonna get a second.
Yeah.
Because
taste
Yeah,
profile.
you're gonna get a second wave.
okay, and it's fine because I feel like I don't know.
Not in a good way.
When I lived in Missouri, like there's really bad stuff there, so I don't know.
This wasn't that bad. This wasn't as bad as you thought.
No, I feel like the build up before I tasted it to now. I mean, it's not good by any means.
No.
Don't get me wrong. But
You're the first.
You know what I think it actually tastes like? Oh, sorry, Chris.
Go for it.
I think it actually tastes the way, because they're repaving a road
Asphalt.
near my house,
Yeah.
and it tastes the way asphalt, like new asphalt
Yeah, like
smells.
tar.
Like when you're
Yeah.
you're driving down the road and you get that get that taste in your mouth from it.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the tongue and like the base of the throat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
like
just-
yesterday we were nerding out playing Pokemon Go, so we had to drive on the road that they're repaving like a million times, and every time I was like, "Oh, it tastes like Malort." Ugh.
It doesn't go away. It's
No.
not going away.
yeah,
It's
that's
just staying right here. On the tip of the tongue, it's kind of going away, but down there, at the base of the throat, it's like a loogie you can't get rid of.
right.
Yeah.
It's funny because like so many people are like they'll do the shot and they're like right away they're like, oh, that wasn't bad, and then they're like,
But it lingers.
and they're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And you try to the reason why I say it's oily is I remember I was
Yeah.
in the Liars Club in Chicago.
Okay.
and it had Old Style, and I was taking a swig of Old Style. That should be the commercial. Take a swig of Old Style, and then I'd switch it around my mouth, spit it into the sink, and it was still there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, okay. So to preface this, when I first moved to Missouri, I was working at one of the gas stations with the cheapest cigarette prices in the whole country. So everybody and their mom would go across the river from Illinois to this little place, the first one across the bridge from Quincy, and they would get Aristocrat vodka. It was $6.80. It was a fifth of it. It was $6.80 with tax, and it was like stuff you could do eye surgery with. And so, like for me, like my Malort's is Aristocrat, and so I don't think it outdoes in the nasty. Like
Really,
Malort sticks around, which it's got over Aristocrat, but Aristocrat is just awful.
Yeah, like I feel like you wake up and there's a spider's done a web in your mouth, and then a dog crapped in your mouth. That's kind of what it tastes like.
Yeah, and you see it and then go, oh, and then
Chris, this raised some questions for me.
I'm kidding. I don't know what any of that tastes like.
Like, have you had a spider build a spider web in your mouth
No,
while you were sleeping?
not that I know of.
I don't know. Maybe.
Because that's terrifying. I'm gonna have nightmares about that.
That's like whenever you like reach into, you're like, wow, there's a lot of waxy buildup in my ear, and you go to grab it out and it's a bug. You're like, oh,
What is it? There's some stat like in someone's average lifetime they eat 3 spiders.
something like
Yeah,
that.
because they crawl in your mouth.
Yeah. So there you go.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, those
It
filthy
is
bastards
true.
deserve
So
it.
true.
What's that, Smiley?
If they're going to climb in my mouth, I'm going to eat them.
Yeah, I mean
It's
that's
just protein.
hey,
you
that's
know.
fair.
Come on.
They did it. It's their fault. Yeah, it's like you
I
did it.
sleep all the time. I put food next to my bed so I remember to eat while I'm asleep.
Wow. So we have a couple big things I wanted to really talk about today. And these are of utmost importance. This is, very serious topics, very, very serious topics. So they announced, I don't know if you saw this, they announced the nominations for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Uh-huh.
So things that I hate but can't not watch is like when they go the top 100 songs of rock and roll songs of all time, and I'm like, oh, I've got to watch this, and I'll watch every episode, and then I'll be like, Jumpin' Jack Flash #1, who the fuck? Like, who do you think you are? First of all, that's not even the best Rolling Stone, like flip out, all that shit, right? So I heard the nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I'm kind of astounded by two of the nominations.
Like in a good way or in a bad way?
Well, in a shocked way. And I'll
Okay.
let me tell you the nominations, and then you tell me which two you think I'm talking about and why. Because I feel like they kind of, maybe even 3. Actually, there's 3. Sorry, 3 that kind of stick out to me.
Okay.
So the nominations for this year, this isn't for sure. These are just the people that are nominated. So in order to be nominated, you have to it has to be 25 years from your first commercial release. So, also you might feel old after I name some of these. So the first one is Mary J. Blige. The second one is Kate Bush. I'm sorry, 4 people. The third is Devo. Then the Foo Fighters.
Already?
Then the Go-Go's. Iron Maiden.
Wait, did you say the Foo Fighters
I said the Foo Fighters.
already?
Yep. Now you feel old, don't you?
Yes.
Iron Maiden, Jay-Z, Shaka Khan, Carole King, Fela Kuti. I hope I'm saying that right. LL Cool J, the New York Dolls, Rage Against the Machine, Todd Rundgren, Tina Turner, and Dionne Warwick. Now, who do you think I'm shocked by?
I don't know. I'm still getting over the shock of a couple of the bands. Like,
Rage
I really feel
Against the Machine and
old.
Foo Fighters? Those two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who you're
Yeah.
shocked about.
I-
Also, Jay-Z getting that. I feel old. I don't know who you would be shocked about.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you're shocked that they're not already in there, or if you're shocked like, why the fuck are these people gonna be in the
You
Rock
had
and
it
Roll
right.
Hall of Fame?
You had it right the first time. How in the fuck is Iron Maiden not in the Rock and
Yeah.
Roll Hall of Fame?
Okay.
They've been
That's-
snubbed. Now they've been snubbed 17 times.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
Why though?
And also Tina Turner. Holy
Tina
shit.
Turner. That's the one that
Yeah.
freaked me out. I was like, how she's not already in there?
No, I mean, Dionne Warwick, okay, maybe.
I mean, I'm a little shocked
not
she's
Rock
not in
and
there
Roll.
yet either.
Devo, I was kind of shocked a little, but I mean, Iron Maiden, dude, Iron Maiden
mean-
still goes, man. They're still going. There's like they sell out. Like if they play, so this summer, if COVID's all gone, then
Yeah.
Iron Maiden's there. Isleta Pavilion sold out.
Yeah. Well, and let me put it to you this way: my 4-year-old bonus kid,
Mhm.
she can sing some Iron Maiden songs, probably because I'm her stepmom, but still,
Yeah.
they're relevant still.
Yeah. And I mean, dude, when you think of rock and roll from the 80s metal, it's like Metallica, it's like Motley Crue.
I think Iron Maiden is like at the top.
Yeah.
But, like,
wait, go ahead.
How do they like determine who's in the running? I don't know.
So, like I said, you have to be 25 years.
Okay.
So they were eligible.
Okay.
They've been eligible apparently for quite some time.
Yeah.
They were snubbed 17 times. To be eligible for nomination, an individual artist or band must have released its first commercial recording at least 25 years prior to the year of nomination.
But who
Oh.
votes on it?
Yeah, who actually picks? Because there's a bunch of
Uh,
old people. I mean, that's
no,
not their.
I think now it's actually so they won't get in because it's like I think voted on by the fans now.
Okay.
But let's see. Also, 7 out of the 16 nominees are on the ballot for the first time, including Foo Fighters, the Go-Go's. How are the Go-Go's just now first time on?
Yeah. Right.
They're rock and roll as fuck.
No, it says Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden. This is their first time on. They've been snubbed for the list. Wow, that makes it worse.
So this is the first time they're being nominated?
How the fuck?
Okay.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to find out how.
Like now I'm just kind of starting to question the validity of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Unless, hold on, hear me out here.
Okay.
Just playing devil's advocate. Unless they decided to honor people who like were influential before the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was a thing, so they have like a backlog,
I mean, Dionne.
and then
Warwick-
Iron Maiden just hasn't made it on the list yet.
Well, I mean, Pearl Jam's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like,
Okay, never mind. Yep,
Yeah.
definitely questioning the validity of
I mean,
the
I
Rock
like.
and Roll
I mean,
Hall of
I
Fame.
love Pearl Jam. So the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame offers fans the opportunity to participate in the induction selection process with the fan vote. It doesn't really say other than that. Let's see.
Just to be clear, I love Pearl Jam. I'm just saying, like, Iron Maiden.
People who are like involved in the music industry and there's politics going on or whatever, then yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Let's see. Rock. I'm looking this up. We got to find this out because, like, how the hell is Tina Turner and
Not-
I mean,
yeah.
dude, Tina Turner's like fucking dude. Ike and Tina, Proud Mary, dude. We don't need
Yeah.
a hero. Fucking Tina Turner.
rolling down the river.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Artists are inducted at an annual inductions.
All the things Tina Turner had to go through just being Tina Turner.
right.
By the way, also.
Mad Max.
Generally, the number of inductees ranges from about a half dozen to a dozen. Virtually all living inductees have attended the ceremonies. I'm trying to find out how they're voted on, though.
Now, how do I get on that committee? I feel like
Isn't it? Yeah. How is, dude? I remember Iron Maiden. Like, I knew who Iron Maiden was before I heard their music.
Yeah.
And they didn't have music videos. They never did music videos until like way later. And every like young male in the 80s had a Eddie poster on his wall. I mean, how the fuck?
Yeah.
That's
crazy. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna put it to you this way. Like, it's probably a lot like the like TV and film critics. The BFCA or whatever.
No.
The American critics. So let me just tell you that my idiot ex-boyfriend that we all hate. He's an actual like critic. Like he votes for the critic, like the critic awards or whatever.
Well, that award's trash now.
Yeah. Like
what a sack of trash award that is. Just kidding. I mean, no, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, like, so if this like mysterious panel is a certain set of people, like, well, then it makes sense that they kind of like in crowd who they want and who they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, I was just like, how is Tina Turner like Devo? Like, I can honestly there's a lot of people that love Devo. I think Devo is fine, but like, I'm not, at some point, should they get in? Yes. I mean,
I love Devo, but when I think rock and roll, I don't think Devo.
Well, you also probably don't think Mary J. Blige or Jay-Z either, but
Yeah.
or LL Cool. How is LL Cool J not in there?
Yeah. Fair.
Mama Said Knock You Out. Come on.
That's the best.
Wait.
Going back.
I made a comedian cry using a Mama Said Knock You Out reference.
Yeah.
One of my favorite memories of all time ever.
Let's be honest. The New York Dolls. How the hell are the New York Dolls in there? You talk
Yeah,
about,
that would.
that's a shocker.
They weren't prolific, but I mean,
well,
they weren't not prolific either.
I mean, it says influential. I definitely think the New York Dolls were influential. I mean,
yeah,
it was hell. Yeah.
Is Buster Poindexter in the Hall of Fame? I mean,
so the definition sounds kind of loose then.
Yeah. I feel like they're playing just fast and loose with who they think is worthy.
Now, here's where you're going to get mad. Probably. What if Shaka Khan gets in there, but not Tina Turner? I mean, isn't that some fucking shit right there?
Well, I mean, I feel like Shaka Khan deserves to be in there too.
Well, some point, but name one song Shaka Khan did. Like, I can't.
Damn you.
Huh?
What?
James knows?
No, I said damn you. I can't think of one.
Right.
I know, but I mean.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, over Tina Turner.
Yeah, I would be pissed if, like, Shaka Khan, that'd be like somebody picking Charo over Tina Turner. That's
Hey. Charo is one of the greatest guitarists that's ever lived.
Hey, I'm not saying that she's not great, but, she's Charo.
I remember when I was growing up, right? Like, I only knew Charo from, like, Love Boat and shit like that.
Yeah.
And she would go come on and she'd be like, Gucci, Gucci. And she'd do that little, like, that was, like, her, like, catchphrase.
Yeah.
And then as an adult, I was like, someone was like, yeah, Charo's like one of the greatest guitarists like in the world, right? And I was like, bullshit. And like, I looked it up on YouTube and she is fucking amazing. But like, I was like, how did I never know what Charo really did,
Well, see, but that's what I'm saying is like, Shaka Khan is like, she might be great, but we can't name anything she's done. I can't, Charo's like in the same boat. She's very talented, lovely woman. I just,
Yeah. But now, say Jay-Z gets in over Tina Turner. I'm like, okay. I mean, Jay-Z's pretty,
I feel like I'd still be pretty mad about that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, question, because it seems like you guys know more about this than I do, most likely. Is there another, like, any comparison to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Like, is there another, like what does it only have to be them?
What do you mean?
Like, is there, like, I know it's an honor and everything, but like, is there another Hall of Fame?
No, I mean, there's like the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think this is like, it's like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is like
the thing.
What's always odd to me is like, so they've never done like any kind of like, say, hey, because like everybody's like, Jay-Z's not a rock and roller, and it's like, okay, but like they don't have a separate, because like Run DMC is in there. Beastie Boys are in there, and Ryan's got to go. He's got a beer. He's got to grab a beer. I thought I heard his phone or something, but
I'm
there's
totally done with the show. I'm just gonna walk off now.
Yeah, there's no rap Hall of Fame. That's what, if you're asking that.
Okay.
So they consider, it's weird. They consider the umbrella of rock and roll, like to take rap as well. I guess because of that one Run DMC song. That's the only reason I can think of.
Oh.
Walk This Way.
Yes.
It was
To
just
like
pop
merge
music in
the
general.
two genres for the first time.
Yeah. Or Hip Hop Hall of Fame, I guess. So I don't know. I guess there is a Hip Hop Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Never
I could
mind.
have sworn there was.
But why then why is there why are they they doing their own thing? And where is that located?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up. 'Cause you know where the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is located, right?
Detroit?
Nope.
Tennessee? No, that's
Nope.
bluegrass.
Is it in Texas?
Nope. Cleveland, man.
Uh,
Cleveland.
Oh,
Cleveland
Rock City.
man. Yeah.
I don't know why I said Detroit. I thought it was Detroit Rock City because I'm dumb.
No, there is Detroit Rock City, but
Oh, okay.
the official Hip Hop Hall of Fame Museum offices are currently headquartered in Harlem, New York City.
Oh, I
Okay.
kind of like that. That makes sense.
Yeah, sure. Unless you're West Coast.
But you know what, Christopher?
Coast bias, yo.
hey, I grew up in
I
Portland.
think they've come together now.
I don't know about that. I think like Snoop Dogg and Eminem are like battling it out.
What?
Yeah.
Why is Eminem like battling people all the time?
They're beefing. They're having a beef. And it's like, what is, Snoop Dogg is like, he's like 50 something years old now. It's like,
Also, I feel like he's like Switzerland. Like he hangs out with Martha Stewart and makes
Just saying,
cookies and stuff.
right?
that show,
Yeah,
that show fucking rules. I got to tell you.
it does.
That's a good segue into the next thing I wanted to talk about.
Oh, perfect.
So I think, and you can, and I tweeted this today and nobody responded. Now,
I didn't see it.
if you guys agree with me, I think this show was way ahead of its time. I think it's, it's kind of like G4, where I think G4 is coming back and I think it's going to be perfect. I think we need to see, and I watched some of it today, I think they need to bring back the surreal life. And
Yes.
we need it again.
Yes.
I feel like these days we kind of live in the surreal life.
James
so-
Smiley, like, I don't know what the surreal life is.
Didn't we say this last week though?
Yeah, but like I want to talk about, so James, the Surreal Life was a TV show on, I think it started out on the WB and then it moved to VH1 and they would bring in these B-list celebrities and they lived together in a house.
Or like washed up people.
Yeah, like MC Hammer and Corey Feldman were on the first season.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay, then they have the guy from the Brady Bunch on that,
yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
And then he got married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
So-
they had a date. They had a show. Him and one of the women, Adrian Curry. We talked about this.
Yeah.
She was America's Next Top Model, and she was on the Surreal Life, and they hit it off, and they started dating, and they had a show where they were like they were trying to get married. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they did get married. Yeah.
Well, I do
they
remember
did.
that.
And then they got divorced. It was fun.
Yeah, and Brandon
fun time.
Smith says Vern Troyer peeing in the weight room.
Yeah.
Classic. Rest in peace, Mini-Me. Very true. So now, if they bring back for season 7, they do a Surreal Life, who would you want to see on it?
I have a list.
oh,
I have a list. Because
Yeah.
I still love reality shows.
shit, yeah. So, and then James, you can throw people in there. I mean, because it's such a eclectic thing. I mean,
Just think of like washed up people
mhm,
that you might be interested to know
yeah.
how they're doing.
I would like to see Rick Astley.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
And Surreal Life is also where Flava Flav, according to Brandon Smith, Surreal Life is also where Brigitte Nielsen met Flava Flav,
That's true.
creating Flavor of Love.
I think Rick Astley would pair well with ex-Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or Orange County.
Okay.
Beverly Hills. It was Beverly Hills. Brandy Glanville, whose husband left her for Leanne Rimes.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
And maybe her and Rick Astley would hit it off.
Okay. Then let's also throw in how about Melanie Griffith? Just random.
Yeah. Okay.
Always random like that. Or I think it is. You know who would be perfect? Sarah Palin.
That'd be
Ew.
fun.
Because they had but they had on
I could go the rest of my life without hearing that woman's voice ever again.
But
Okay.
she's too Russia.
okay. But the reason why I say her is because in season 2 they had Tammy Faye Baker. And I was like the same. I was like, I don't want to see Tammy Faye Baker. And then like I loved her. Like she was one of my favorite people.
You know what? I find Tammy Faye Baker to be one of the most interesting. Ooh, Jay Cutler would be great.
Jay Cutler would
I find Tammy Faye Baker to be one of the most interesting human beings. I watched a documentary about her and got a whole different perspective
right
on her and her not using waterproof mascara for some reason.
Wow.
She was always crying and it was just
the mascara would pour down the face.
But Tammy Faye Baker just seems likable, whereas Sarah Palin just
okay.
I feel like
maybe Stormy Daniels.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's a good one. That is a good one.
Ooh, Stormy Daniels and Sarah Palin in the same house.
Yeah. There you go.
I feel like just about anybody from like 5 years ago on like a Super Bowl commercial
Right.
is fair.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, who would be the volatile person that's like fighting and like the Vanilla Ice, always pissed off?
Oh,
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, he might do it.
oh, he's so cute though. He's on TikTok and he calls people donut, and I love it so much.
I always like when he calls people donkey.
Oh yeah, donkey.
Come here,
I
donkey.
love it. Maybe Gordon Ramsay, or maybe I'm trying to think of like.
You know, I hate to say the name because I know it's gonna be like a rest in peace moment, but Anthony Bourdain. He's not watching it by any means. Well,
Yeah,
but you know,
he can't be on it.
I know.
Let's see. Who would be volatile? Like, what about that guy? Who's that guy that ratted out a bunch of people? What's his name? 6ix9ine or something?
Oh yeah, Tekashi 669. I don't know how to say his name. Yeah,
I'm too old to say his name, but
mm-hmm.
I feel like if he was on that show, he would
what?
beat people up.
Yeah. What about
Maybe Eminem? I
yeah.
don't know.
What about Carrot Top?
just let some things go. You know, at this
Dude,
point.
Carrot Top does a show in Vegas, and he is so wealthy.
He's very rich. I have respect for him on a professional level, but
I heard a story.
let's not make his head even bigger.
I heard a story that he can't have sex unless he has more than one woman.
Carrot Top?
Mm-hmm. He's worth $70 million, man.
He's probably just bored.
Yeah, right.
You know, you have that much money, you probably just do whatever you want. All that plastic surgery he got in his face, though, like you probably can't tell if he's mad or not.
Yeah.
And I heard that he roid rages, and I can't tell you where I heard that from, but I heard that he goes on roid rage.
And that's what we need. We need
So
that.
he's perfect for surreal life.
Yeah.
He was on Wife Swap one time.
He had a wife?
No, he had a girlfriend.
Oh.
And he was an asshole.
Brandon Smith has all that money and still no soul.
True.
Yes, truly. He's just kind of a dick.
Oh, you know who? Either Trey Parker or Matt Stone. One of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah. Because you'd be like, I don't know what they're like. And then you're like, they're actually pretty nice. You know?
Are
I'm
they?
trying to think.
I don't know. I have no idea. But, you know.
Have you guys ever seen that documentary, 6 Days to Air or 7 Days to Air?
I have.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Bill Hader was a writer for SNL. That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's great.
Oh, Leslie Jones.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
I want that to happen because I want to see what she's like living in a house, but also I don't want her to be washed up because God, I love her so much.
And they're not always washed up.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like
I mean, you're right. They kind of have to be washed up, right?
like if you're agreeing to live in a house with, not knowing who else is going to live there, I feel like
Okay.
What about was it the original host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Ruben?
Oh, I thought the original was Regis Philbin.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Regis Philbin.
Oh, he passed away.
Did he?
Yeah.
What?
yeah,
I didn't know.
this year.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Oh, it was in 2020.
That makes me
what
sad.
about Drew Carey, who now hosts The Price is Right?
He's too rich.
That guy's rich as hell.
Oh,
What would,
what if we did a surreal life, but people who are super rich, like Carrot Top
Oh, yeah.
and Drew Carey
Oh, gee.
and
I thought Carrot's rich. Drew Carey is fucking rich.
But
Yeah.
like, don't give them access to their money.
Right.
Yeah. No, they have to live like poor people.
Right.
They have to eat ramen, and they have to cook things themselves. They have to wipe their own butt.
Yeah. Wipe their own butt.
That's way real hard for some of them.
Yeah.
Are there people that are so rich, like in America, that are not wiping their own butt?
Well,
I think so. I mean, you know.
What level?
Actually, I think it's not so much that there's rich people. I think that it's that we have such poor people
Wow.
that they might agree to wipe a rich person's butt.
I mean, how much? Okay. So I'm gonna change my question because I'm gonna ask how rich do you have to be to get your butt wiped? But I mean, like, I'm gonna actually say this: what's the yearly salary that they're gonna pay you? Where you're like, yeah, I'll wipe the shit out of your butt.
It depends who it is.
What do you mean?
I think that's
So let's see. Okay.
we ask the real questions.
Jeff Bezos is offering you
Oh,
$80,000 a year to wipe your butt.
No.
it would have to be a whole hell of a lot more for
I
Jeff
wouldn't do it.
Bezos.
$100,000
No,
No.
I
it
feel
would have to be
you-
like $500,000 for Jeff Bezos, if not more, like $1 million a year.
here.
That's nothing to him.
No, that's an
I feel
hour.
you just, like, poop, so you would have to do it.
Yeah, right.
I
Okay.
pooped again. God
Dude,
damn it. The 17th time this day.
Ryan Gosling wants to hire you to wipe his butt. He's offering $70,000 a year.
Hell yeah.
Huh?
You know,
Wait,
he seems
wipe
nice.
his butt or wax his butt?
What's that?
Did you say wipe his butt or wax his butt?
Yes. Because
I mean,
Oh,
again, answer's the same.
yeah, but you have to rip the wax off with your mouth.
I'm fine with
You
that.
know,
70,000 you said?
Yeah.
So wait, but what about you, Chris?
I'm not. Ryan Gosling wants to pay me $70,000 to wipe his butt. No,
Okay.
wouldn't do it.
what about Jeff Bezos wants to give you $1 million to wipe his butt?
I'd wipe his butt. Whatever.
Yeah, but for a year? I mean,
Yeah, I get $1 million for 1 year if I wipe his butt when he needs it wiped.
I could suck that. I think it would have to be at least $1 million from Jeff Bezos.
Dude, okay. So I worked on a farm where you would, we would brand cattle, you'd go to run up the chute and they would spray diarrhea all over your body. It would get in my mouth. It would get
All the time. Yeah.
all the time. So if I got $1 million to not be that gross, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Jeff. He might just walk in the bathroom, bend over, and spray everywhere. I don't know. I don't know what Jeff Bezos is doing.
He seems kind of
I
heartless.
would
so I don't
expect so.
I don't know what his diet. I don't know what his diet consists of. Could just be Fritos. I don't know.
know. Wouldn't that be crazy if, like, Jeff Bezos goes into our surreal house full of rich people and his diet is just Fritos? And he's upset because he can't eat Fritos.
say and make sure they remove all the Fritos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fritos and bean dip. That's all he eats.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere.
can you imagine?
Don't get me started on Jeff
and
Bezos.
it has to be Frito-Lay bean dip. He's specific.
I'm an author and like 99.999 repeating independent authors hate Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
So
I think everybody should hate Jeff Bezos. He's just,
Yeah.
he's ungodly rich and treats people like crap. I don't.
Well, I want to hate him just because he kept working. Like you have the most money in the world. You have more money. You've made it. You made it to the end. Like that's the goal in life is to make so much money you don't have to work anymore. He did it. And then he's like, I'm still gonna work. And it's like, fuck you for that. That's how I feel.
You know.
I once tweeted him. I was like, you should do a reality show where you have to try to spend $1 billion in a month and film it, and then you could put it on Amazon Prime.
Can you donate it to like charity?
No, you have to just buy shit.
I was gonna say, like, if I could be charitable and buy a bunch of crap,
Mm-mm.
I could spend $1 billion pretty quick.
Because I
But
mean,
if I had to just buy stupid crap, I feel like I would run out of things. that I
right? How tough would it be, right?
now if you buy big things, like think of like small countries and stuff.
Well, right. You have to buy some
Yeah.
hot.
Just saying, you know.
Some
Island
islands,
there.
and then- yeah.
I could just buy a really poor country and make their lives better. That'd be easy.
Or worse.
We're like
Or worse,
everyone.
accidentally, I might do that.
Could you imagine? He comes into some poor country and he's like, "None of you had indoor toilets, and not only do you now have indoor toilets, they're all gold." You know, and they're like,
Oh,
"Oh,
so you're saying the reality show would be Jeff Bezos would have to spend $1 billion?
that's what I'm saying."
Yeah.
Oh, I misunderstood what you're saying.
No, he would have to spend $1 billion of his own money.
He probably does that in a day.
That's
$1
tough
billion. I feel like $1 billion to him is a drop in the bucket.
to make, not spend.
Or like, what if, like, I don't know, he made like a hotel on the moon or something.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
You
it
know?
has to be. You have to buy stuff. You can't like hire someone to build something that.
Oh,
it has to
okay.
be- you have to
Oh.
purchase stuff.
Okay, so, okay. Actually,
Yeah, because
Okay.
you could sit there and be like, yeah, I'm going to start a project. It's going to cost $1 billion to
Yeah,
get made,
you
but
know.
like, it has to be something tangible that at the end of the month, he's like, there it is. I bought all these things, and they go through. Yeah,
so what are like the most expensive things like that one person could actually buy like
don't know.
that, like items?
Like a yacht,
He already
Yacht-
has.
Yeah, but I
an
mean,
island.
jewelry, yacht, cars. I mean, you could buy.
You know, I bet you there's a whole like echelon of people that are like, oh yes, of course, it's this and this.
Yeah.
You know, and we don't even know about it.
You know-
Whereas I can't even imagine, like,
yeah,
I bet you could buy 6 yachts for $1 billion.
right. Oh, a 6. I bet you could buy.
1 billion McChickens.
Yeah, because I mean, it's what $1 billion is $999 million with a dollar added to it, right?
So much money.
Imagine in 30 days you have to buy enough stuff to spend all that money. I mean, you can buy a car, but is there a car that costs more than $1 million? I don't think so. I mean, a McLaren F1.
You know, I bet you if you went to like, well, if you could find like the richest like neighborhood in
Yeah.
America and then buy all the houses. Houses
Yeah.
could go quick.
if they would sell them,
Yeah.
but I mean, if you're offering,
But in a month, that'd be quick.
you know, but you'd have to like make some stipulations. Like it'd have to appraise. You couldn't like offer someone $1 billion for a car. You'd have to pay them for what it appraises for.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? And how many 20-piece nuggets is that? That's a lot of.
That's the real question.
You're gonna
Let's
clean
do
out
the math on that.
how many 20-piece nuggets? I don't want to do
Right.
So
that.
how much are the 20-piece nuggets again?
They're $5.
Which states
All right.
tax
Yeah,
So $1 billion.
$1 billion
divided by?
Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of
You know
houses.
what? I mean, that could be a thing. I mean, the most expensive meal I ever bought was like $600. So
Holy fuck!
What?
What meal was
What
that?
did you buy?
What was it? Breaded in gold?
No, it's just a nice restaurant.
What
Oh,
what restaurant was this? We have lots of questions now.
Oh, I don't remember. I was on a date. It was I picked it. Basically, I just picked it up off the internet. I was in
You were-
Southern California.
I think you made this up, James.
No way.
No.
well, in California, I mean,
Okay, that's true.
were you in Beverly Hills?
No, I was in SoCal. No, I was in.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
Ocean
easy to
Beach.
do in SoCal.
I want to be.
I
I want to be wealthy enough.
California.
I want to be wealthy enough where I go to one of those restaurants, and they don't let you order. They just make you food. They're all
You just come sit down and
just sit down. I'll make you the food. You know, and you're like, oh, okay.
Okay,
Well,
guys.
mm.
So $1 billion worth of McChicken, or not McChicken, 20-piece nuggets is 200,000 20-piece nuggets.
God dang.
Boom, done.
200,000.
There you go.
That's
now we know.
That's nugget night for days.
That's, you know what? That would be the best nugget night.
Yeah.
That would mean there was enough people to eat 200,000 chicken nuggets.
Okay, so we've got to explain to Ryan what nugget night is. He's like, I don't know what the fuck nugget night is.
Tell me.
So Brandon Smith, that's in the chat, he's a bartender at Founders, which is the speakeasy that's below the El Rey liquor store.
Mhm.
And Holly Ann hosts an open mic there whenever COVID's not destroying our lives.
yes.
And
And
go ahead.
they call Royal and I nuggets. Well, we all call each other Nugget.
I was like, I'm a nut too.
And Chris is a Nugget. People we like are Nuggets, I guess. I have a kitten now named Nugget. It's a big deal to all of us.
Victoria started it, right?
Yeah, Victoria started it.
She's like,
and so, huh?
She's like, what's up, my nuggets?
Yeah. And so then, Chris, aren't you the one that started the, like, we should eat nuggets on Nugget night?
So every once in a while, not every Monday, because Holly Ann's open mic is on Mondays. So not every one, but like randomly we would do Nugget night on one of the Mondays.
Yeah. And
I think it was me, Brandon, and Victoria one night we were, drinking and talking. And we're like, I should do real nuggets. So we started like maybe once a month doing one of them Nugget night.
Yeah.
And
then some of the comedians would get mad if it wasn't Nugget night.
Yeah, they would be like, "Oh, I came in. Where's the fucking nugget?" So,
well, because you have to understand, comedians are poor, so
And so, if it was Nugget night, like Brandon and Victoria, they would pitch in and buy like 4 20 pieces, and then I would pitch in and buy 4 20 pieces, and so you would come in. And the bar would have 20-piece nugget boxes down the bar.
And just a bunch of sauces.
And then just everywhere. And like new people would come in and they'd be like, the fuck is going on? And what I always love about it is like we took Founders, which is like a classy looking cocktail lounge, craft cocktails, and we just ghettoed that fucker out constantly, right? Because we'd have nugget nights, and then I'm over there doing flights of Natty Light seltzers. And they're like, what the
eating fuck? Big League Chew.
Big League Chew. We're like, ah.
Oh, I miss Founders now.
But that's Nugget night, so.
Well, no, I'm all sad because, COVID.
It'll be back. We'll have it again.
I'm looking forward to it.
Nugget night. Still not enough nuggets for us, he said. Oh, yeah. Never. One night we had chilled 40 ounces down there. That shit, right? Because I'm sitting at the bar and there's like a 40 ounce of Bud Light in a bucket of ice, and then I'm taking it out and pouring it in a glass, and people are coming down. They're all dressed really nice. They have their dates, and people are like, "What the fuck?"
So funny.
Oh,
that's hilarious.
People are like, "Why do you like this Founder so much?" I'm like, "Because it's amazing. Because they let us do whatever they want."
Hamster and I basically had our first, I guess, kind of date in Founders. And I don't know if I've told you guys this story, but he was trying to impress me. He came to my comedy show after avoiding me and being like, I don't want a relationship. And anyway, we decided we're going to get together. And he's like, oh, can I take you to this amazing place that I know? And I'm like, sure. And I didn't want to be like a jerk and be like, oh yeah, I already know that place. And
my second home.
This was before this was before the open mic too had started there. But we go down there and Brandon was just like, oh my God, Holly, hi, how's it going? And Hamster was just like, oh,
son of a bitch.
He thought he was going to impress me by knowing there was a speakeasy down there.
Oh, that's cute.
So, it's very cute.
That is. I love that though. And I love that, man. I miss that place so much. And every time I would go down there to see Brandon or Josh, I'd go down there or Victoria, always somebody that was next to me that was like, I'm going to talk to you. We're going to be friends. And I was always like, no. It was never somebody that you wanted to be friends with. I don't know. Very odd, but
you know what? I have to say, after listening for a year to you guys, I've made a point to go to El Rey. That's where I get my beer now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
El Rey.
Yeah. So if you ever see an '86 Mustang convertible outside, that's me.
Dang.
Yep.
Nice.
I still got my drink. I get my drink on there.
Mm-hmm.
Got to support.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so when you walk in, yeah, go ahead.
I might go get myself, since I'm not drinking, the next time I'm in the downtown area, I might go get myself one of those Snickers chocolate milk things.
Oh, yeah, they have that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon posted it the other day, he like posted on his story, and now I can't stop thinking about it. And I don't think I can get it anywhere but there.
They have those. They have They have the Twix ones.
Mm.
They have Arizona iced tea. They have those $1 ones.
They have all kinds of stuff.
So Ryan, when you go in there,
Mhm.
you see that walk-in refrigerator, right?
Yeah.
That's not a walk-in.
No, I know,
yeah.
because of listening to you, and then Lindsay
Yeah.
knew about it, of course. And then, I was there once, and a couple, again, like you said, like was dressed up all nice, and like they had their little password, and yeah,
Oh, yeah, man.
yeah.
It's been interesting. Like that place was, we've had a lot of fun there, man. I got to tell you, when it opened up, and I guess like they've done a lot of work to it.
Okay.
So it always cracks me up. They have every flavor of
Yeah.
Doritos.
Yeah, that's true.
So Buck was telling me that the room that they call the cocaine room, they finished it. It's done, and so it's bigger. So apparently the Founders is bigger now.
Well, whenever like it's safe to go out or whatever,
Yeah.
I totally want to go because I haven't been to Founders yet.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I miss it
I miss.
very much.
I hope that we get vaccinated and we're ready to go by the summer so we can do Inside Out again.
I know. Me
this,
too. I want nothing more than for Brandon and Victoria to make fun of me waddling through the stage.
But like this is what I'm talking about. I was gone from Albuquerque for 10 years.
Yeah.
And I love this town. And I come back and I don't know where all these places are. I have about a year, and I start relearning everything. But then stupid COVID.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll tease this for the second hour, but I definitely have some is anybody listening? I have some cheese.
I'm listening.
Some cheese may.
You have cheese, mate?
I don't know. May or may not be true, but I have rumor. I've heard rumors for the downtown area. Not good.
Oh, not good.
Some good, some bad.
Mm.
Some good, some bad. Some true, some not. So I don't know. I mean, maybe true. I don't know. We'll see. So Ryan, we have What's Up ABQ. People can definitely go and find that where it's down. We download podcasts. We're all over the place. Where can people find your books?
Oh yeah, sure. So all online, and then here in town, I'm at Castle. I am at Tideway Books, and they are amazing people. And if you're looking for a cat, they always have cats you can adopt there. And then I'm basically at every indie bookstore except for Page One because they're really hard to get into.
Yeah.
For indie authors, so yeah, but I'm everywhere. And so if you like high fantasy, that's what I write. So and also I'm at ryanpfreeman.com.
So you say nice.
I do.
Okay. James, what do you got to promote? Anything?
Nothing new. All the usuals. You can see me on Midnight Texas or The Brave or I don't know. This thing's on NBC, and then if you're on Netflix, Daybreak was a great one.
It was great.
And yeah,
yeah,
pretty much fun. And then on is it HBO Max? Is streaming Snatchers, which I was into.
Okay. Nice. Holly Ann, what do you got?
Obviously because of COVID, I have nothing to really promote because we can't do comedy. But you can follow me on Instagram at Hollybird Comedy. Because I'm pregnant, I'm not pouring resin right now. So, but I do have a couple of pieces still up on Etsy, so you can check that out. And I'm on Instagram as Holly's Tiny Things, and I'm on Etsy as Holly's Tiny Things. Nice. So, also, if you play Pokemon Go, reach out to me with your trainer code.
I do.
That's still a thing?
Yeah, we need to be friends.
I didn't know that was still a thing.
It's a thing.
Oh, okay.
I'll talk about it in the second hour, but there was an event yesterday. So.
Oh, okay. I'm part of this show, 10 Drink Minimum. We're live most Sundays from 6 to 8 p.m. We have all of we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, we're live on something called Twitch, which I wanted to get back into because of the G4 thing. So if you're a Twitch user, find us on Twitch and smash that like and subscribe, as Billy used to say. We're on pretty much all the good social media. I have now been added to Clubhouse, so I'm a part of Clubhouse. Ha ha ha!
What is that?
I guess you'll have to look it up. The real
How do I not know what it is?
The reason why I didn't say what it was because I'm not really sure. But I'm on it.
I'm like, Foo Fighters is just now able to be inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and there's a social media thing. I don't know.
It's some kind of QAnon thing.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
No. Elon Musk was on it. It's an audio thing. It's more of like a I don't know. Maybe someone can help me with that because it seems very TED Talk, like a TED Talk kind of thing is what it really seems like. You can watch video like live like streams of I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't know what it is, but I'm on it.
You don't know what it is, but you're excited about it. So I like that.
I'm one of the first people on it, so I'm excited. I'm not one of the first, but like you have to be invited. So
sounds describing Adderall.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Pinkies up.
Pinkies
Chris
up.
is fancy.
That kind of pinky does. So let's come back about 7:07.
Sounds good.
Thank you guys for listening. We're going to take a break and we'll go into the Billy Wavy hour. Definitely, most of us are drinking, and you should as well. But always remember, never get too drunk to jerk.
10 drink.
Minimum.com.
Oh, he stole my line. It's all right, though. It's all right. See you guys on the wall.
The following announcement has been paid for.
Hey, this is Chris from 10 Drink Minimum. I'm getting up there in age, and sometimes you don't feel so good, so you got to go to the doctor. And sometimes when you're at the doctor, they got to send out for lab tests. And I was thinking, hey, what if I didn't have to go to the doctor and I could just get the lab tests? And that's why I wanted to talk to you today about Southwest Labs. Southwest Labs is located in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and they actually make the lab testing simple. You can skip the hassle, make an appointment with your doctor or without your doctor. They offer a huge variety of tests, including STD, prostate screenings, diabetes, COVID-19 testing, which is a big deal right now. Choose your test, get tested, get the results, and you can get a doctor's interpretation virtually as well. Southwest Labs is located in Albuquerque and Las Cruces. You can call them at 505-609-LABS, or you can visit southwestlabs.com, or you can find them on social media at Southwest Labs. So if you want to get lab testing done and you may not want to see a doctor or you want to see one virtually, southwestlabs.com.
I will be too blunt. the end. Wish you were lucky too. Falling parts of town. Guess I was lucky too. Touch the all sweet girl that's come again. See the feet are back. Visions are mine. See the feet are back. Fingers looking at the light switch, just there's a lot going wrong. It's cost me by on the way to someplace new. As you lay your hand just where it falls, leave the light switch on. As you call switch off, speed back on the way to someplace switch on. Light switch off, speed back, switch off, away to something, switch off. Light switch off, speed back, switch off, away to something, switch off. To find things I'm never supposed to see, try and resist desires inherent to forgiveness. You find yourself giving in, try to resist. Try to switch off, light switch off, switch off, light switch off. Try to switch off, light switch off, switch off, light switch off. Try to switch off, light switch off, switch off, light switch off.
The following announcement has been.
I sold my soul to the bottle. Still none of my friends have left me yet. I'm the same man I was since the age of 13, and I've lived my life with no regrets. If you're looking for some freedom, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum. If you're looking for rhyme or reason, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum.
Oh, back from the break. Welcome to the Billy/Wavy Hour. My name is Chris. Welcome to 10 Drink Minimum. It's the last party of the weekend. Let's get everybody back in here. See who's still kicking. Hey, everybody's back. I didn't know. You know, you never know. Everyone's gonna come back and be like, "Hey, what's up? How are you guys doing?"
Good.
Good.
Fine.
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm glad that you did that while you tipped your. You know what, motherfucker? Son of a bitch.
Chris isn't the only one that wears hats around here, you know.
There we go. James.
Oh, man.
For the
Glasses
listening
up.
audience, the podcast only, James likes to make fun of Holly Ann and I because we are, we wear glasses.
Visually impaired. We're
Visually
we're not visually impaired. That's okay.
We're
We're
one step above blind, James. And you
we're,
just funny.
I mean, without my glasses, I might as well be.
So I
And-
shouldn't mention that in 2015 vision.
Fucking asshole.
Oh, yeah, no, check this out. I can just do this. I can
So-
still see.
So James wears a fake pair of glasses on the show because he's a fucking dickhead. And so here, let me. Okay, so now I have to reference this. So there was
What?
an episode with no Holly Ann on, and it was called Dorm Days.
Oh yeah,
And
that's when I was in the hospital, no less, that he started making fun of us.
right. So James is wearing these glasses to make fun of, which I've switched to so that I can reference. So if you're watching, you can now see my fucking glasses that James is making fun of mine and Holly's. So on this episode, he brings these out, and so then I start talking about how I have 3 different pair of glasses that I wear. I have these black ones, I have these white ones, and I have these red ones that are here as well. And they all are the same prescription, so I can just sit there and I can move in between. So I bring that up on this show. And so then, of course, I'm being interviewed later in the week by this blogger for Pattern Energy, right? And what do they do? As most pseudo journalists do, they go listen to the very last episode of what you're doing. And so then all of a sudden, during this fucking interview, the guy's like, "So tell me about how you do this glasses switch thing." And I'm like, "Oh, God damn it." And he's like, "You wear 3 different pairs of glasses. So now there's going to be this blog on this energy site, and now everybody thinks I'm going to they're going to know about the different glasses. So it's all your fault, James. You son of a bitch."
I know. Thank you.
I mean,
I-
maybe that could become, your new trademark,
I
Chris.
guess so. Well, the white have.
Yeah,
So-
oh no, because I feel like I've only ever seen you with the white. And so
right.
the one time I came in to record with the BBQ,
Uh-huh.
you're wearing a different color. I was like, it's like Clark Kent Superman thing? Like, who are
Right.
you?
So I have the red. I just went
Yeah.
from black to red. And then I have 2 pairs of sunglasses that are also prescription. James, you're really fucking pushing. So I have 2 pairs of prescription sunglasses. I don't know if I have any sitting nearby, but they look. It's funny because I have these white ones that I have my white regular glasses, and I have sunglass version of them, and then I have them in red. So if you see me out and I'm wearing white or red sunglasses, they're also prescription. Because I've never worn contact lenses. Never in my life. And
Yeah.
who, James? Yeah, the son of a bitch. I'm gonna start wearing your Cyclops glasses. I say Cyclops because I mean the X-Men. Your ruby red glasses that keep you from blasting all of us to death.
Oh wait, these ones are these ones.
You bastard. He's
Oh
Holly
wait,
Ann.
hold on. Or these ones.
Holly Ann, how do you feel about just a duo show? I mean, it's like 10 drink minimum with Chris and Holly Ann.
Fire me for sunglasses.
Put me in. I'll just pretend I'm smiling.
We'll tell you. Just act,
Here, I'll put on the regular ones.
just act aloof and crazy and constantly talk about migrine headaches.
I can
and
totally
stuff.
do that.
And jumping off sheds and stuff.
You know what, Chris? When the new baby comes, he or she could be our third person.
Oh man.
Seems like a lot of training.
That's yeah. It'll be like the ghetto version of the Truman Show. It's like this baby grew up in a podcast.
Now I want that to be a podcast.
We just have like a camera on the baby the whole time, and it does nothing.
Like we're like, so who do you feel like should be in the surreal life? And then we look at the baby and it just like pulls and then throws up on its shirt, and we're like,
Good answer.
So
Good
Ozzy
answer.
Osbourne is your answer. Is that what you mean? All right.
You're
You just have to like read into what the child thinks. 10 drinks and a baby. 10 drinks and a baby.
Yes.
10 drinking a baby. Like it's the baby's first show, so this will be our first shot of Malort. Oh, the baby really doesn't like the Malort. Oh, there goes the Malort onto the floor. Oh. That was fucking dumb. Yeah. We knew that was going to happen, right?
This podcasting.
Oh my God.
Thanks, Chris.
I'm going to look up and see if there's Malort baby clothes.
Oh,
I'm getting your
no.
baby Malort clothes. And people are going to be like, how come your baby's wearing an alcohol onesie? And be like, oh, fucking, I don't know.
Well, do you know what I did this week or last week?
Mm.
No, it was this week. I had an OB appointment.
Okay.
First of all, somebody stole my 10 drink minimum mask.
Ooh. I have one more. I have another one if you want it.
Okay. But I wore my 10 drink mask and my 10 drink hoodie, which I'm wearing my hoodie, to the OB office. And yay. And like, I don't think about it ever because I'm always wearing like 10 drink stuff. And this is like one of my only hoodies that zips, and I have like an actual bump going on now. So a lot of my regular hoodies just don't fit. So I just didn't think about it, put it on. And the nurse lady asked me like 20 times if I've drank since I found out I was pregnant.
You're like, why does she keep asking that?
And I'm like, no, like
Saying that.
and then it dawns on me that I'm just decked out in 10 drink minimum stuff. But I also had a t-shirt on from a brewery because I'm wearing a lot of hamster shirts right now. And they're all brewery shirts.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, because I look like a piece of shit right now that's expecting a
We
baby.
ain't got no alcohol in my trailer house. What you mean?
You don't have any shoes neither.
I ain't been outside with shoes on in a while neither.
Shoes for rich folk.
I
No,
just drink moonshine with a couple cigarettes in the afternoon.
I used to live where that's a true thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's too real.
my uncle makes the good liquor in the tub. You don't want to smoke around it, that's for sure.
Rural Missouri
Yeah.
is literally like
Oh,
this.
yeah,
Anyways,
like delivering.
yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
No, really. No, really.
So next OB appointment, I'm gonna.
Not wear that. Wear tobacco stuff. or legalize it.
Oh my God! I just.
You need to have a Carhartt jacket.
Yeah. And then a shirt that says, out of my cold dead hands.
Mm-hmm.
I should have some overalls.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so, all right, let's talk about those hoodies. So there's only 3 of those hoodies. I have one, you have one, and James has one.
Yeah,
Those hoodies are the best hoodies I own.
it's the best hoodie I've ever worn
Dude, they're
in my life.
so nice. So big shout out to Friday T-shirt Company. They made those hoodies for us.
They're so
They do
comfortable.
these too?
They did not make the masks, but that actually was a friend of mine from college, and she's from Albuquerque, but now lives in Texas. Candace, oh geez, what is her last name? I'm like, a good friend of mine. What's her last name? Candace Hale and Lynn now. It was Candace Hale when I knew her, but she's Candace Hale Lynn. She made the mask, but people are like, where do I get a hoodie? I'm like, those hoodies were specifically made for Holly Ann, James, and I for Christmas. Those were our Christmas presents. So,
and now that I'm pregnant, I think I'm wearing it now. I wore it yesterday everywhere. I wear it until it could stand on its own because it's so comfortable.
Oh, best thickness. Best softness I've ever seen. Best drawstrings I've ever seen.
Yes.
I'm wearing it right now.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
And now I'm
wearing mine too.
And
thanks, guys.
The amount of money I paid for those is ridiculously low because I know the guy that Friday T-shirt company out of Logan, New Mexico. I could probably get some new ones made. I might get some made with this logo, the 10 Drink Minimum Club. Back, you should
get a baby onesie made with that.
Yeah.
Oh geez.
Let's just put the baby in like 10 drinks up. Breweries are like, I think Red Door, we're probably going to get them a Red Door onesie. We're probably, we don't mind putting our kids, like Danny walks around in brewery kid shirts all the time.
Yeah.
I just, let's just make everybody think that our household is just drunk all the time.
Let me see if I can share this. I'll show you this. This logo is behind me, but I made this, and it's of course reference to everybody's like, I have a hoodie that's the Bullet Club, so it's a reference to the Bullet Club, which is a wrestling thing, but it's used to be really big, and then now it's coming back because the Bullet Club came back. So I made let me see if I can share it.
You can make Danny a shirt and the baby a onesie.
Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's
I love it.
That's the logo that I made. And I'll show you the reference for reference. Let's see. Because it kind of looks like a right-wing crazy.
Does that say The Dirty Life of Chris Burnett?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's his other show.
But that's the logo it's based off of, which looks like a crazy
I was gonna say I'm right back in the Midwest. This is some kind of MMA
but
thing,
it's not.
or...
No, it's a pro wrestling. It's definitely so the Bullet Club is a wrestling thing based out of Japan, and the Bullet Club is all non-Japanese. Like it's all these non-Japanese wrestlers that came into New Japan Wrestling. So it's all the New Zealand, American, English wrestlers. They came in and they're called the Bullet Club. I assume because like America, we have guns, but I don't know. It's weird. Like it's so, and they're all the bad guys. So the Japanese people are all the good guys, and the bad guys are the Bullet Club, which are all the foreigners. So I think it's funny.
Oh, bad now. Ryan doesn't have glasses.
What's that?
No,
Ryan should have fake glasses with me.
Here's the thing.
Why doesn't he have fake glasses?
As a cancer survivor, I have a lot of things wrong with me, but eyesight is not one of them. So I'm okay with that.
So you should have fake glasses. Check this out. It's so funny.
No, I disagree. No, I have a problem with my vocal cords, which is why my voice is all gravelly.
You sound like Ryan Bingham on a Friday night after smoking and drinking.
Well, I was gonna say, someone when I first tried, I first interviewed for my radio job here in Albuquerque 10 years ago. So they were like, "Oh, nobody will listen to a show with your voice." And then later they're like, "You sound like Wolfman Jack."
I was gonna say, do you sound like Wolfman Jack?
You sound like Wolfman Jack, and I was like,
he's like, "What's up, Daddy?"
No,
Del Texas.
And this is like my normal voice, and so whatever. And then like I was supposed to be a foot taller, and I have cataracts in both eyes.
Oh damn!
And I have a heart murmur, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And you know what? If I get off with good vision out of all this, I'm doing okay.
But you said you have cataracts.
I do,
right? Oh.
But they're non-malignant.
Okay.
So they don't grow.
But cataracts is ridiculous now because they can just fix that shit no problem.
Oh, I know, but I'm moving around, and insurance in the Midwest wasn't the greatest, and I'm just now coming eligible with Habitat for Humanity insurance. So I'll get there. But also, they're not growing, and I have good vision. So
Yeah.
Might as well just,
I had a friend that just had
Right.
where we had a friend
yeah.
who was in Holly and I.
More reasons
friend
for
that-
this.
She just got both of her corneas replaced for cataracts.
So
Think
it's weird.
so.
It's weird because when I was little, I had a severe problem with stuttering, and so like I literally couldn't say what I wanted to say.
Ooh.
Yeah, and so it took a lot of work and actually theater helped me overcome that.
Okay.
So I remember I was talking to my mom once because she has she wears glasses and contacts and all that. And I was like, what would it be like if you could wake up and you didn't have to put on contacts or glasses? And she's like, she couldn't even wrap her mind around it because she's so used to it by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, or people who are seriously wearing glasses because they have to, unlike smiling.
I started wearing glasses, I think, when I was 5.
So, like,
Oh.
what would it be like, Holly, if you could wake up and you didn't have to do that? Can you even wrap your mind around it?
No, that'd be so weird. I remember when, and who knows how long I actually needed glasses,
Sure.
because when I actually got my glasses, I did not know, like, I used to draw my trees like a big puffball. I didn't know that leaves were individual
Yeah.
Whoa.
on trees.
Yeah.
So I looked out and I was like, whoa, Mom, did you know there's leaves individually on trees? And she was like, yes. So,
Yes,
I
stupid.
mean,
It's a
I
big
can't even
deal.
imagine.
Your mom was Rosie Perez. She's all, yes, stupid.
But like, so there are these things of different physical or biological things with people that you never realize you're missing out on because that's just what you're used to.
Right.
So like, imagine to live your whole life being used to that, and then like an operation 4 days later.
Mhm.
It's literally like a whole new world. That's amazing.
Well, I watched this thing one time. Like I was talking about the is it is it glaucoma?
Glaucoma messes with
Which is the
your
one
eyes.
that fogs up your cornea?
Yeah.
Glaucoma.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Glaucoma.
So there's this doctor, like they basically just like do an incision on your eye, pull out the cornea,
Mhm.
and then put in a new a artificial one.
Yeah.
And there was this doctor that like he once a year he goes to Africa, and he does 2 days of surgeries for pro bono.
Yeah.
And I was watching this video, and like people come from hundreds of miles,
Sure.
and he does it for free. And he just sits there, and like I think he said in 2 days he did like 72 surgeries, and he does 2 days worth of surgeries, and then he stays for 2 extra days because you have to wear the covering over your eyes.
Yeah.
And he stays for like the fourth day because like he wants to see the people, because like you have these people in Africa who've probably had this for years.
Yeah.
And they take the bandages off, and they're just like, whoa,
Yeah.
they're like, and that's what it's all worth it for him,
Well,
You
like
know what I like to watch to cry?
Oh, yeah.
The people who they've been colorblind their whole life.
Oh, yeah.
And they get the glasses and they can see color.
Yeah.
I cry every time
Well,
because they're so amazed.
there's so many things that we have naturally that we take for granted that we don't realize we do.
Mhm.
Like being able to hear well or see well or feel well.
Oh, that's the other one. It's
You
like
know?
the one. The one that trips me out is the one that where people they've never been able to hear before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Well, okay.
That one makes me cry because my grandma. So my mom's parents are both deaf, but my grandma didn't go deaf until she was 7. She fell off a seesaw, and they had to give her some antibiotic because she got an injury in her brain. They didn't realize it, so she got like an infection. And the doctor told her parents, like, well, we can give her an antibiotic and she'll live, but she'll be deaf. Which back then in like the 30s or 40s, I don't want to age her too much, but that was a death sentence, you know. But they did it. And I one time asked her, like, if she woke up one morning and just all of a sudden could hear, she like teared up and was like,
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
Well, I have high frequency hearing loss. I mean, it's not the same, obviously, but like I can't hear crickets. So like, who knows what I'm not hearing that you guys are? You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, have you guys seen what's that movie? Sound of Metal on Amazon?
No.
Have you heard of it? You don't know what it is at all?
Mm-mm.
Maybe when the Academy Awards come around, it's going to be one of those movies. I know that there's a buzz around it. He's from Star Wars. That's my favorite one. Rogue One. What is his name? Riz Ahmed. He plays a metal drummer, and out of nowhere, his like hearing starts failing because of the loud drumming and rock music, and it completely fails. It's an amazing film. But
I'm gonna have to watch that one.
It's great. It's on Prime. If you've never seen it, it's called it's an Amazon original. It's called Sound of Metal, and it's a metal drummer that loses his hearing, and I guess I don't want to ruin it for you then, because there's like a definite part. Like I was like, I would have thought you'd have talked about that, but yeah. So watch that movie. It's fantastic. I loved it.
I'll have to watch that.
It does go into the like. I have a friend when I was in college. One of my friends had a what do they call those? Where they bypass your ear.
A cochlear?
Cochlear implant.
Oh yeah.
And he had one on his left side, right? So then, like, he graduated from college, and then I moved up to Albuquerque, and he lived here. So when I first moved here, he's like one of the people I would hang out with. So then, like, one day he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to get another one and put it on the other side." And so he goes and he has the surgery done, and they like drill into your brain, into your skull, not your brain, into your skull.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And they connect this thing, and they're really small. Like the ones he had were really small. Like like in the movie, the drummer movie, they're big, but the ones my friend had were small. They were like a little square, right behind his ear. So he gets one in his left side and he gets one in his right side. And I was like, "So how is it?" And he's like, "Can you hear a lot better?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's like stereo now." And I was like, "So you can hear better with two?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, well, you should get them all over your face then." And he was like, "Fuck you," because I'm a dick,
You're such a smart ass.
I was like, "You should get them all over your face too."
I thought this was gonna be like a cute emotional story, and instead it was just Chris telling his friend
You should
to
get them
put them all over his face.
yeah.
No, like, but I totally get that. You know, like I like my tongue was affected, so like I can't taste things.
Yeah.
So like
Wow.
I love spicy food because I can taste it.
Huh.
And there's a whole realm of people, who have some kind of, sensory thing that's not functioning the way that, an average person does. So being able to hear and see and feel and taste and touch and smell like is a gift. And I feel like I don't mean to be all heavy, but like,
man.
like that's special. And like remember that you can. Because not everybody.
Yeah, James, remember that you can.
Yeah.
Stop making fun of us.
And
Yeah,
make fun of
James,
us for our
jerk.
for being
It's a
blind.
gift. If anything, I'm just appreciating the fact that I can see with my fake glasses.
When I first started dating my wife, she made me a Ryan P. Freeman I had cancer card. So like I feel like in a conversation, like that's the ultimate card you can play. So I'd be like, yeah. Like that happened to you and it's sad. But I had cancer.
But have you had cancer?
Yeah.
I had cancer.
The hamster, when I first met him, he was like, "How many times did you have to go through cancer?" And I was like, 3. And his mom survived twice and didn't make it the third time.
Yeah.
And he was the first person in my life that really embraced the cancer card, because like once you've been through it, you get that card for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And he uses it probably just as much as I do. Like, oh, well, but she went through cancer 1 time or 3 times. Like,
But
But have you had cancer? Let me just
Yeah.
write this card down.
I need a card.
No,
But I-
make a card because they'll make you feel so good. Ironically about it, I don't know. I feel like if you have a horrible disease, you might as well make fun of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I tell
That's what I
jokes
do.
about mine all the time.
that's whatever you got to do.
Heart attacks and a stroke. I'm still one.
Right?
Oh, you've had 2 heart attacks and a stroke.
And botulism.
And botulism. Oh, dude, you ate food out of the trash. That's your fault.
Okay. It was a mistake. I understand that.
Maybe not botulism, but definitely a stroke. I think you could make a card for that. I don't know if it would outplay cancer. I'm just saying, but you know.
I don't know. When you eat out of the trash and you get sick from it, that's on you. That's on you.
Okay, I did it a lot in the past, and it never hurt me before.
Oh my funniest thing you've ever. Oh my god!
You can't even say that about cancer. It never hurt me before.
How did you get
I have
cancer?
nerve damage over like half my body from this shit.
Oh man, I love you guys. Can I just say that?
Yeah.
We love you too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Chris and James tonight. It was. I needed that laugh. Oh my god. Okay, I need to. Do you guys want a really good laugh?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so last night, and let's see if I can get through it without laughing. So, I have been itching to write new jokes,
Okay.
and I've been like having a hard time writing jokes because I don't do a lot. But yesterday we nerded out. We went and did Pokemon Go all day, and Hamster is growing his mustache out like until the baby's born, and I don't know what happened, but I was like tired and we had a fun day and we're laying there and it dawns on me. I'm like, if you didn't trim your mustache, would it grow like bangs?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, yes. And I was like, it blew my fucking mind. Because for some reason in my mind, I thought that your body just knew that your mouth was there, right? So I start just dying because in my mind I saw Hamster having curtains, like a curtain mustache. And then it dawns on me that my mom used to get these stupid little curtains that go on top of the window.
Oh yeah.
The little called balances.
Yeah.
The short ones, yeah.
The mustaches are just mouth balances, guys.
True.
That's true.
It's true.
I
It's
have
science.
to. So right here, like this mustache right here,
Mhm.
I've trimmed it. If I don't trim this, you cannot see my upper lip. It'll grow
See?
down.
I
It'll
did not
grow
know that for some dumb reason and laughed for an hour straight about it.
See, I'm the other way.
Mhm.
Like I can grow here. I can grow
Uh-huh.
You
grow
have
here.
you have a beard. You have a real goaatee. Like you have like the just the chin.
Only because I've worked at it. It doesn't grow here. It doesn't. It's a little wispy like peach fuzz.
Huh.
I never knew how hard it is for men to grow facial
It's
hair
not.
the way they want.
It depends. It depends.
I can do whatever. I can do whatever I want to. Like
yeah, but
you
I can't. Like
Yeah.
you got the whole under the nose mustache thing. I
Mhm.
can't do that.
oh, I can. Yeah, every bit of facial hair here. There's nothing hard to grow.
Yeah, it's
Like,
I can't. Do
This
that.
is just this is actually trimmed down. Like
Yeah.
I'm thinking about just like full throttle.
I was to say, what would
know?
you look like if you just went like Grizzly Adams full throttle?
I could,
you know?
and I could. But I have to trim the mustache because I have to kiss someone, and they
Oh,
don't
wow.
like.
Yeah, all right.
Women
all right.
don't like that.
See,
like
They're no longer called mustaches, Chris. It's your mouth balance.
mouth balance.
My wife likes all the facial hair, so I'm good.
Well, my lady friend likes the facial hair,
Okay.
but like
Okay.
I've had lady friends in the past where they didn't like it. Where
Okay.
where you go to kiss and it like
Yeah.
rubs their face.
Yeah, or
Wow.
itchy or
I mean, rubs their
I
face.
don't mind facial hair.
Not other
Okay.
not other body parts, but
Right,
their
right, right.
face. They don't like.
I can't stand it.
Well, yeah,
Like, it irritates you.
I'm sorry, James. Did you say you can't stand when you're kissing someone that's got a mustache? Did I get that right?
God, I can imagine that.
you're
That'd be
like
terrible.
squeeze the baby's bottom, Smiley. Like,
I can't. So here's the thing. I can't imagine Smiley with facial hair.
no.
And I definitely for sure cannot imagine Christopher without facial hair.
no,
That's
it would
funny.
look weird.
Have you seen me without facial hair?
No, and I don't want to.
Let's see if I can pull
There
it.
are pictures of both of these things.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
all
is
right.
a
I
thing.
got a full beard
I feel
for it.
I want
like
to see this.
Give me a
it's
sec.
gonna be like that time my papa, who has a glorious beard.
Mhm.
When I was small, had to shave it off one time,
Oh,
and I screamed and would not hug him until it grew back.
no. I
And
can
he's my
shave
favorite.
during like what April of last year during
Uh-huh.
just for fun, and this has all grown back since then. So
Wow.
See if
Yeah.
I can find this. I mean, I have
Wow.
pictures of like when I was in my 20s and definitely didn't have that.
see, but also if I shave, I literally look like a little kid.
But see, like I always
I
worked
do.
in I always worked in restaurants when I was a kid,
Hmm.
or I wasn't a kid when I was in my 20s,
When you were a kid,
and they wouldn't let you grow facial hair. Like they'd be
That's
like,
true.
Oh, yeah.
they'd
Yeah,
be
you
like,
have to
Nobody wants a beard hair in their food.
so finally, whenever I could, I was
I've
like,
only ever seen you beardless because your mom has a photo.
I have photos. I have those.
Okay.
But that's the only reason I've seen it. She's all, and this is Chris without a beard. I'm like, weird.
yeah, right.
Oh.
This is
Everybody
sister.
shave.
Okay, cool.
I think my
mean-
dad looks really weird without facial hair.
And
My
then
dad's always had a mustache. He
God,
looks
I
like
have
a
to go.
like a Just for Men gel commercial guy.
Oh,
You know, he looks like that, like touch of
Alright.
gray kind of guy. And, like he shaved twice that I can remember. Once was because he said he wasn't going to shave when I had cancer, and then I overcame
Oh.
cancer, so he
Ooh.
shaved. And then he shaved later. And he looked like one of my uncles, and it was like, who
Yeah.
are you? You're not my.
I've got to find a picture that's not like I have all these photos that are old, and then like when I click on them, they're like small, like it's a tiny
I
photo.
feel like my dad is one of those people that like, like women have makeup and men have beards.
Sure,
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like that. He just looks so different.
that makes sense.
Like, I told him to never ever do that again.
Yeah, because
Ah.
they don't look like themselves.
All right. Are you
Yeah.
ready? Are you ready for this?
I don't know.
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's see. It's gonna. Oh, here we go. Chrome tab. Yeah. Is that the one? Yeah. There we go. All right. There we go.
Weird. That's not you.
Full patch. I
That's
do have-
not you.
That's me.
No, I disagree.
Oh my gosh, you look so different.
Can you make it bigger?
I don't know.
Do you want to make it bigger?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you look
That
so
doesn't look like
different.
you. That doesn't look like you. That's not you.
Yeah.
That's not
And
you.
you're also not like salt and pepper, which I have never
No.
seen you
Right?
not salt and pepper.
Well,
so
and it's
that's
weird. Like I never had a beard when I wasn't salt and pepper either. So I've actually thought about like dyeing my beard, not because I like have vanity or any of that shit.
Yeah.
I just want to see what it looked like.
Sure.
You know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let me find another one. Let's see. Let's get that back down to normal size. These are like my
Amber
old
Gold,
fraternity days.
you
These are
look like
fraternity days. There's me right there with a mustache.
I don't see you in there. There's no bearded man. there.
Right. I'm on the right side. That's a young ass me.
No, it's not.
There's me with a crazy beard on the left.
You've just pulled up random pictures of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you look so different.
Yeah.
Yeah. These
Well,
are-
like that's the importance of a
crazy.
beard for a guy. Like everyone's like, oh,
I know
shave
there's a
or
picture
whatever. Like,
somewhere in here. Yeah, there's me in the middle of these two people right here where I have a soul patch,
Holy shit.
like an animal.
that's not you. Though. That's not you.
Right.
I only
You're
know
just
you
like
right
some
now.
distant relatives Facebook page.
It's
Look
like
at that guy. You look like a.
You don't have glasses or a beard. That's not
No.
you.
Right.
That's like you, like maybe one of your cousins. You
Right.
know.
Right.
You
That's
look like a
crazy.
young Vincent
All right.
D'Onofrio.
Enough of this craziness. Nobody needs
I
to see
feel
that.
like I feel kind of sad that like women, we don't grow beards and stuff. So like I guess the only difference like is if I'm not wearing makeup, which is right now, and I
Gio,
feel like I don't look that different.
Beardless Chris looks like he's going to sell you life
It's
insurance.
true.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the pitch, Chris.
Looks like he played Jamiroquai. That was before Jamiroquai.
Just to follow this up, can you find a picture of me with a beard? Because apparently Holly hasn't seen that.
Oh.
I've never seen James with any kind of facial hair.
Can you link it to me, James, and I will. I mean, I don't know. Let's see.
Using my phone to do this.
Never mind then. All right, let me see. I guess.
Looks like when like both my different brother-in-laws changed.
Profile pages.
Right away. First picture. James being a delinquent firing a gun. Jeez Louise.
Oh yeah.
James do that.
That's your dad taught me how to fire a gun.
Yeah, there you go. James firing a gun. Let's make it bigger.
The most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my life.
My dad finds great pleasure in teaching Smiley how to like do things like this. He thoroughly enjoys it. Like
your dad's so cute. I love your parents so much.
There's James firing a gun, and he's doing the best he can. It's not very good posture, but it's still pretty good.
But it's there. He's holding the gun.
First of all, he has like no ear protection on, which is stupid. But
I don't know how this works, man.
Yeah,
it was the first time I ever fired a gun.
No. So Smiley, I have to ask because again, a longtime listener of the show. Is that bullet hole still in your house?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay.
Yeah, he had to plug it up because of the cold.
Yeah, and then your cat, like, man, I was listening to the last episode. I felt so bad. I'm like, man, it's cold out. Like, you have holes everywhere in your living, man.
Let me find the Smiley.
Your cat's trying to escape. Apparently,
bad for you, man.
I want to find the Smiley picture.
All right, I have a space heater.
Like,
I have a space heater to give him.
Yeah.
Part of having a cat is they're awful.
Because I have a cat too. No, I totally get it. And I was like, oh man.
I now have 3 cats, and I am really, really am regretting my decision because they're such dicks, and 2 of them are kittens still.
Oh
hey,
yeah,
I'll take one if you want to give one away.
Murder.
Well, no, I can't give them away. I love them too much, but I hate them. And that's what owning a cat is like.
I want a kitty.
Just go over to what is it? Cattopia Cafe.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're so great. Passaic, Wyoming.
Okay.
We interviewed them on What's a Baby Q, and they're amazing people.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the picture of Smiley, and I don't see it in this picture.
Just don't get like a baby kitten because they're evil.
Why is baby kitten evil?
Because they
like,
don't know how to retract their claws.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They climb up everything with their claws.
I want to start at the beginning, though.
But if you're going to get a puppy and a kitten, because then they'll grow up together and act like
they'll be best friends.
I got to get a puppy.
Yeah.
My
Get them at the same time.
Gio says my hood has so many cats. So here's the problem. I'm going to throw it out there.
Okay.
I like wiener dogs.
And get a wiener dog. Find a wiener dog rescue.
And they're
get a wiener dog and get a kitten at the same time.
I want a regular wiener dog or a mini.
No,
I like both.
Whenever I'm driving to the Burroughs Podcasters Guild, I always cut up across the Atlantic. I think there's this one house that has like 6 cats.
Yeah, that's a bunch.
They're always like running around everywhere in the street, and I gotta stop.
So I have cameras on my house, and they are constantly going off late at night. So this is an interesting story. So and I'll be like, oh shit. Because like before I moved in, the house got broken into a couple times. So I'm very like paranoid about someone breaking in. And like it'll be like, so I have the Blink camera system, and it'll be like, Blink is going off. It's like Blink has something. The camera, there's movement in your backyard. There's movement in your front yard. And this keeps happening. And every time it's 2 cats.
Just bring them inside, Chris.
Well, I think they're the neighbors. It's a black cat with a white leg and then a gray cat, right? So then the other day, I'm laying in bed, and the window next to my bed is next to the front door. Well, there's lights all the way around my house, and they're all sensor. Like if something walks in front of them, it sets off the light. So I'm laying in bed, and I'm about to go to sleep, and the fucking front door light goes off. And I'm like, oh shit, someone's right there in front. There's like someone right at my door. And I go over, and I'm like creeping towards the window, and I grab the curtain, and I pull it open, and there's the black cat, and it like looks at me, and it's like, And then I'm like, I'm gonna grab my camera, and it's all, oh, you're going for your camera later, and it takes off, and I'm like, son of a bitch. But I have so many videos of these cats.
Our cats do that all the time, honey.
Well, I'm like
if we try to take pictures of them, forget it.
well, and
Yeah.
I don't understand like why these cats keep coming back. And I think, and I mean, I'm talking like I've lived here a month, and I've seen them 8 times.
Yeah, but you're right next to your neighbor's house. Like cats are gonna do that.
Okay, but I don't know. So I saw the black cat 2 streets over.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I wonder if like the old owners fed them, and maybe they're
You
like,
just give them some food, Christopher.
That's the
They're
first step to making them your
I
cats.
don't want them to be. I want to get my own cat. I
No,
don't know.
so when I was living in Missouri, I had a black cat, this big fluffy cat named Knox,
Yeah.
and he was great. And he'd always hang out on my back porch. And so I would drive in. I had this big long driveway, and I'd pull in. And so one night I pull in, and I go up and like it's not normal. It's not unusual for him to be like lounging on my deck, like tail flopping around,
Mhm.
And so I walk up and I'm like, oh, hey, Knox. And it looks just like Knox. And it looks at me and it runs off. I was like, that's weird. Like, Knox would never do that. And I walk inside and I shut the door and there's Knox. I'm like, wait. Either there's a change in the matrix or there's 2 Knoxes or, and so I was like, what the hell happened? So, like,
Yeah.
a couple of nights later, I come in and finally, Knox and this other black fluffy cat that looks exactly like him are staring at each other on my deck.
Weird.
Like, they're 2 black cats.
it's his doppelganger. Hamster.
No, really?
You
No.
can say
So
hi.
apparently Knox picked up a girlfriend and
Ah.
and so like they would hang out, but like she would always run off. And
Aw.
and so that it was so trippy. It was like seeing a double of my cat and then walking inside, shutting a door, and seeing like my cat inside, like meow, like nothing's wrong. Weird.
Our cat.
You mean the
So
black cat?
Mama cat.
Did you say
She's like-
drama cat?
Drama cat.
Mama cat.
Oh,
Mama.
Ah.
So our kid is so literal in naming things.
Mhm.
So this cat that had kittens in our backyard
Okay.
got pregnant again, but she like adopted Danny. She loves Danny
Mhm.
and hated us for the longest time. And she was in our backyard. And finally she came back around and we decided to bring her in. And she's a very small cat. I think she got pregnant too early and like stunted her growth. And we decided to keep 2 of her kittens because as soon as we brought her in, we figured out she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And Danny named her just Mama Cat.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the kittens we kept is Baby Cat.
Oh.
And then my cat is Nugget.
Oh.
And he's black, but Mama Cat is so small, and Nugget I think is going to be a huge fluffy cat.
Yeah.
So the other day it's not the same as what happened to you because they don't look the same at all.
Yeah.
But Nugget is finally like the same size as Mama. So I went to pet what I thought was Mama, and it was a Nugget, and he just attacked me because
Oh.
that's what kittens do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yes. Yeah. No. So I eventually bought the house that I used to rent in for college back in Missouri.
Mhm.
And so my friend who owned the house back then, he had this one cat that would, like found a way to like burrow into like the recliners.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, and so like he never bugged me, but he had a friend that would come over and you sit down and the cat like had burrowed out like just above like where like the top of the chair is, and he'd burrow out, and just as one friend would go and then zip back down inside the chair. and so like the cat knew when that one friend came over and would like attack him. I don't know why.
that's hilarious. I
Yeah.
had a cat that would get in 30-pack beer boxes,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
and he would hide in there until somebody walked by, and then he'd pop out
Yeah.
and grab
Yeah.
them.
Oh, those cats.
That's great.
Those
I love
cats
it.
and their
I love it.
Cats are the best.
So,
like-
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying my old house, like there was one way into the basement, and I always kept that door shut because it was, it was hot or cold down there or whatever. And like I'd go down there for whatever reason, and like the door would be shut until I opened it, and I'd shut it right behind me.
Mm-hmm.
The cat would find a way down there. I don't know how. Don't ask me how. The switch for the lights was like down the stairs and around the corner. And before I could hit the switch, I'd hear a meow. It's like, how the hell did you get down here?
I kill you.
No, pretty much.
Cats are crazy.
That's my last cat
All
story.
right.
I swear.
So, are you guys ready for the cheese man?
Yes.
Okay.
I think.
Do you guys want the good or the bad?
Let's start with the bad.
Yeah.
It's big.
Okay.
It's big.
Okay.
So rumor has it, downtown gossip. And I'm really hoping I'm wrong on this. I hope in 6 months we're like, you guys remember when you said that was going to happen and it didn't? I really hope that this is the case. So from what I've heard from 2 different sources is that Effects nightclub is not going to reopen.
Oh no.
Heard from 2 sources.
Like the
None-
whole
no.
building,
Whole
effects and everything.
whole club, none, nothing. From what I
Holy
understand,
shit.
they're fed up with the owners of the building. So from what I understand, actually from a third source, I've been trying to get full confirmation, and a third source said they didn't hear that they were closing, but they heard that the shitty landlords all through the pandemic wanted 100% of the rent 100% of the time.
Wow.
How is that
I
supposed to
wonder who owns that.
It's
That's crazy.
these. So there's and I don't remember their names. There's older people that own pretty much most of downtown,
Sure.
and
Is it Peterson?
I think it is, and they're just really terrible people.
Oh, they're not older.
No,
One of them tries to be a comedian, and it's their son. So.
oh, okay. Well, there's a group there's people that own most of downtown, and they're terrible.
Mhm. They are.
And they own the building that Effects is in, and they're just tired of them, and they
I
want
don't blame them.
100% of the rent, 100% of the time.
That's terrible. I've heard that. So I don't really care. So I know that's shitty to like put a company on blast, but I heard that Peterson has been that way with
Nah,
pretty much everybody during the pandemic.
not gonna hurt my feelings. They're not gonna come after me.
So are they local or are they from somewhere else?
They're from here.
They're local.
They've like the fam. For some reason, the family, from what I understand, the family has owned most of the building. So there's a lot of buildings downtown that are just empty.
Not just downtown. It's like all of Albuquerque.
Right.
Peterson owns
But
tons.
downtown's a big one, and they own a lot of them, and they just don't give a shit about property tax, I guess, because like they own the building that Duel was in, the old Banana Joe's.
The Red Door downtown location, the Sims building, they own that.
That's how I know.
When is the day going to come when decent people own property?
Mhm.
Can I just say that?
So yeah,
I mean, interest rates are low. Now would be the time.
so you're right. So good news, Canvas, which was in Nob Hill, shut down. They're moving downtown.
Nice.
They this is 100% confirmed from the owners. They will be in the one Albuquerque building.
Okay.
The one that's catty corner, which I always forget about, catty corner to Tejano's. It's the new one, the new building, the new like building that they got built like a couple of years ago. They're going to be on the 3rd floor, 10,000 square foot facility with outside patio on the 3rd floor. They will have full bar, tap room, full kitchen.
Wow.
Boom,
That's
boom.
exciting.
When are they supposed to open? Do you know?
They're
When are they hiring?
huh?
When
When are they hiring?
When are they hiring?
I can find that out. I know one of the owners, so they are opening probably by the summer. I think they told me, but yeah, they're like on it. They're working. They were working on it before COVID. It was supposed to open last summer.
Yeah.
Like they were like holding back where they were moving. They wouldn't tell me, and then finally the guy came in and said, "All right, I can tell you where we're going to be." So Canvas will be downtown.
Nice. That's exciting.
Another place to eat. So that's dope. Sweet. So good deal. So yeah, I had those 2 pieces of cheese man. I was like, so yay.
Hooray.
And if anybody knows what's going on in the Sims building,
Man, I want to find out what's going on
Why? What's happening in the Sims building?
The old Red Door location, they have
Mhm.
paper up, and there's work going on. And I've even asked people who work in that building. They're like, "Yeah, I don't know." I was like,
I want to find out what's going on with that Maytag building, because I know
It's already done. It's already done. It's a tattoo parlor.
But there was a sign up for a coffee shop in there too. Just this week.
It's on the other side. It's so another coffee shop opened up downtown.
Okay.
What's it called? It's on the other side. It's not where the tattoo parlor is. So a tattoo parlor opened up in the Maytag building, and it's a ridiculously huge.
Yeah, like I don't know
tattoo
how
parlor.
a tattoo parlor could fit all that space.
And it's got like skateboards all over the wall. They had their grand opening like yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh.
The coffee shop, there may be one that's opening inside, but there's another one that opens. So first of all, downtown literally is overflowing with coffee shops. We just don't really need anymore. We have Thundercloud. We have Badass Coffee. We have Castle Coffee.
Mhm.
We have Zendo. We have the one that's next to the Sunshine Theater. What's that one called? We have enough. We're good.
Yeah.
But there's another one that's opening up downtown. I'm like,
I'm glad there's going to be more food there, because I'm hoping that COVID is over by summer. And pregnant ladies, I can't drink a lot of caffeine, so I can't have a lot of coffee.
yeah.
I can't drink. I can't get a tattoo.
No. Have you been to the big? I mean, the big. Since you guys have been downtown, the big openings have been. What's the Oni Noodle, which is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Ridiculously good. And our friend Amanda Michonne works there. The 505 Central has opened up.
I haven't been there yet.
So it's really funny because like I've been explaining this to people. I guess this isn't going on everywhere in the United States, but in Albuquerque, and maybe it is. Maybe someone who's listening outside of Albuquerque can like hit us up and say, "Hey, yeah, this is happening everywhere." But the big like renaissance or the thing happening, the popular thing in Albuquerque right now is the gourmet food court.
Bougie food court.
Yeah. And 505 Central, like I was explaining it to someone, they're like, "What's it like?" I was like, "Imagine a mall food court," because it looks like a mall food court.
Yeah.
But it's a little more gourmet than a regular mall food court.
Yeah.
But the 505 Central, I've eaten at every place. The pizza place, thick pizza, fantastic. When I first got it, I was kind of like, "Oh, this is kind of small." Then I started eating it, and then I was like, "Oh no, never mind, it's not." It's like Detroit. It's like Detroit style pizza. You know what I'm talking about? It's like thick. It's like real thick. Yeah. It's really good. Meteor Burger, really good. The taco place, really good. The New Orleans like seafood place, not so much. And the pho place, whatever, not so good.
So what I want to know is what makes these small places a part of these food courts either really good or like eh?
I mean, the food. I mean, if you try it and you're like, "This isn't good,"
So like, but is it just like one person with like an idea that puts them like a cut above the rest?
I don't know.
Or like, because like that stuff just fascinates me. Like, what makes somebody like amazing, and then someone's like, eh.
Like that pizza. Like when I first ordered it, I was like, "This is $18 for this little like square pizza."
Yeah.
And I was like, and then I was like, "I'll probably never order this again." And then I ate it, and I was like it's six squares. You know, that's how small it is.
I think everybody has their different things that they judge food off of. Like I think it's subjective. It's like comedy. Food's like comedy.
Yeah.
Like, Chris might have not liked the pho place, but I might not like the pizza and love the pho. It just depends on,
honestly,
what mood you're in.
I don't know. It wasn't a mood. It was a quality of food.
Oh.
So I was with somebody and they've agreed on every so my girlfriend, she's pretty hardcore. I'm like pretty like I'm like I'll eat food. I'm not a foodie, but I'll eat food, and I'm like, I like this place and I don't like this place.
Mm.
And so when I go to bite into rice, if rice isn't cooked, it's not cooked.
Oh,
Sure.
If it's still crunchy, it's not cooked. It's not rice.
Yeah.
No.
I was just saying. I wasn't saying just about your review. I'm
Oh.
just saying, like, it's subjective. Like,
Oh, sure.
everybody has their different. I was just answering Ryan's question. It's like, I think it's subjective what makes something super awesome.
Yeah.
And I think I usually judge a place to go try if a lot of different people, like, I look at the reviews,
Mhm.
and if it's a lot of different kinds of people saying that it's good, it's probably pretty good.
Right.
Well,
right.
And I asked this because of What's a BBQ, I've been around for about 2 years. And like, yeah, there's a bazillion restaurants here in Albuquerque. Everybody knows it. And like the regular Burqueño loves to go out and eat.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. COVID or not. But like, I feel like this is special because not everywhere in the U.S. do we have so much talent in a small space. Like people who are right here in town who are listening, you have so much talent. You have so much amazing, good stuff happening. And not everywhere in America or even the world is that happening. And so I want to figure out why, because like that's what drives me, because we have so much talent here, so much, great restaurants.
So one of my favorite foods on the planet is like Cajun food from New Orleans.
Okay.
And I've had it, a handful of times.
Yeah.
Now in Albuquerque, you'll have these places pop up and they're like, oh, we're Nolans and we're like the official, this is like the legit. And I'll go and it's terrible.
But it's not.
The only one that's really good, and that's coming from somebody who's been to New Orleans
quite
a bit, loves their food. Nexus is pretty good.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay. Nexus is great soul food.
Yeah.
I don't know. I you know what? Their New Orleans stuff, and the fact that they admit that they're putting a New Mexico spin
Yes.
on the Cajun food, New Orleans food. I agree to disagree on that point.
No,
I think they're pretty
hold
good.
on. Well, I was doing a whole thing.
All right.
And I didn't get to finish. So,
Let's hear it.
so no, I agree. Nexus's food is next level and amazing.
Yeah.
And I think their New Orleans stuff is great. But like, a lot of places I'm like, eh. And so then like my coworkers at my old job were like, you want to go to Jay Gumbo's with us for lunch? And I was like, I've seen that place, and I imagine it's terrible.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what do you mean? I was like, well, I've been to New Orleans. Da, 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 da. And they're like, oh, well, will you just go with us? And think if you don't like it, that's fine. We'll never go again. And we go, and that place is fucking amazing.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. So then like I would go. I've gone, hundreds of times.
Sure.
And I've taken so many people, and they're like, well, I don't even know what that kind of food is. And I'm like, well, it looks like slop, and it's amazing. And I'll take people, and then like the next week, they'll be like, you know what? Can we go to that Jay Gumbo's place again? And I thought it was like it's a chain.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was a chain.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend is like super particular about food.
What?
And I
Are
told
you
her,
the only one?
No, and I told her like, no, she's like a foodie. Like she sends me pictures of things. And she's like, we gotta try this. So like, I was like, I was telling her about it, and I didn't even know it was a chain until I looked up the menu one day, and I was like, holy shit, this place has other places. So we go eat there, and I'm like, oh god, she's not gonna like this. And we eat there, and like 2 days later, she's like, I texted my sister and them and asked them if they had that Jay Gumbo's, and they were like, no. And she's like, you got to try it when you're in Albuquerque. It's really good. And I was like, I did all right.
So
it's
I've
good.
learned
good.
Since I'm married.
Yeah.
I've learned this trick.
Yeah.
So what you gotta do, and for everybody listening, if you're married too, and you're like, okay, we're gonna go out to eat, where are we gonna go? You say, it's a surprise.
Yeah.
And then you go wherever you want.
You go wherever you want.
I think that usually works unless because I'm not usually very picky. I'll eat anything. I'm the type, I'm not a foodie, like fancy foodie. I'm a foodie in that I will eat anything.
I want you to try it, and I want you to tell me what you think of that place.
Okay. But now that I'm pregnant, if
Uh-huh.
your partner is pregnant, just let them pick.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's another whole tier up that
No.
I haven't gotten.
I feel like the pregnant girlfriend or wife
Yeah.
is like the ultimate like mix.
That's the highest tier.
Like honestly, Holly, you should never ask Jason where you want to eat.
You
He
tell
wants to
him
eat,
where to go.
you just go, hey, we're gonna eat here tonight, and he needs to just be like, okay.
Last night we were Pokemoning and I got hungry. So like when you're pregnant, you get hungry. Hangry is a whole other level when you're pregnant. It's like
you never want to go to that stage.
No. So he bought me a bunch of snacks and that was fine. I was fine for a little bit. But then I needed real food.
Yeah.
And I did not care about the Pokemon anymore. I didn't care about Jason anymore. I didn't care about anything. I just needed food. So we're driving around trying to find something to eat. And I didn't want fast food and I didn't want anything. We ended up going to Turtle Mountain.
Oh, I just went there 2 weeks ago. It was so good.
It's very good.
So good.
It's very
so good. And the waitress really won me over. Her name's Nicole.
Oh,
and I was having a hard time.
Her I don't care for, but the food. I'm just JK.
I was really impressed with her because I told her I was pregnant and I was having a hard time like choosing what I wanted to eat because everything looked good. So I was like choosing between chicken fingers and a barbecue burger.
Okay.
Because for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So you know what she did? She got me 2 chicken fingers on the side of my barbecue burger. And I was the happiest pregnant lady you've ever seen.
Oh no, they were so good. I went there and I got a French tip because it was like their special, and I love French tip because I'm like from somewhere near St. Louis, so that's pretty standard. It was so good, and the beer was so good, and they had tons of awards. There was a little bit of wait, but it was worth it.
It's an old school. That brewery has been around a long time, man. It's like
and
like Marble and that one and Lacumbe have been around.
I feel like
close to around the same
as
time.
much as like Albuquerque people don't give Rio Rancho a fair shake.
I'm sorry, where?
Yeah, that's my point.
Who?
I feel like Rio Rancho has its good stuff, and it gets kind of overlooked.
Oh, sure.
But it gets overlooked, and like Turtle Mountain was great. Like
Turtle Mountain is awesome. We have so one of the comedians has worked there for like 15 years, 10 years, something like that.
Who's this?
And
Who?
Eddie Stevens. He's a comedian here. And they let him run a show there, and the owners treat him so well. And I think that's like reflected in how nice their staff is because
they were great.
They're amazing.
They were great.
I don't think they have tap rooms either, do they?
No. It's just them and their restaurant,
Right.
and they're like, I want to get them on What's a BBQ now because they were so good.
No.
Okay, Chris.
I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry.
Turtle Mountain has been around, dude. Turtle Mountain is a staple. That's weird. So
have
James,
you been listening, man?
So James, we had the mayor of Tijeras. We had a poet from Taos. I mean,
it's not just ABQ anymore.
Yeah, well,
we're mass communicating.
What's
here.
up, New Mexico?
Yeah.
All right, you called me out. I haven't been watching anything.
Have you listened to the show, James?
Our
Have you listened to the show?
No, he doesn't support anything I do outside of this, like I do his
That's what
stuff.
I
I watch all of his shows.
You jerk.
His movies.
Like you guys watch all of my shows.
I watch your shows.
I know.
Are you listening to my show?
But Turtle Mountain has been
Texas.
in the Albuquerque metro. Hold on a second, everybody. Somebody just texted or messaged. Ann O'Neill said Turtle Mountain is open.
Nice.
Where?
And Ann O'Neill would know because she's part of the Brewers Guild.
Yeah.
Ann O'Neill, who needs to be congratulated for 5 years for Sidetrack Brewing.
Congrats.
Oh,
I mean, for people that drink there. I don't go there anymore. I mean, I was there yesterday, but I didn't go there today.
Yeah.
So just saying,
Chris.
Ann O'Neill. Congratulations on 5 years. I was blown away. I was like, 5 years, man. I remember I was there day one.
Can I just say, Anne, I feel like that's the gold standard for
Yeah.
local famous in Albuquerque.
Mhm.
If I walk in and my name is on the board for a free beer, I know that I have made it in Albuquerque.
Is your name on the board?
No,
Oh.
no.
Oh,
Ryan Freeman, everybody.
I'll put your name on the
No. Like I like that. That's like my gold standard. Like I know I have made it in this town when my name is on that board.
And O'Neill.
It's true.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Sidetrack.
love that. I miss Sidetracked.
Oh
Great
man,
girl. Great.
it's funny because like I did that interview, like I said, with that blog, and they said, "Where's the place to go in Albuquerque?"
Yeah.
And I stupidly said Sidetrack. So now it's going to be so packed
No.
you can't get in.
And I want them to be on What's Up ABQ. So Anne, like if you or somebody else you know wants to be on What's Up ABQ, we would love to interview you.
Yeah, Anne. So Anne, What's Up ABQ is a podcast with Ryan and myself. So Anne, I'll reach out to her. She'll probably say
Love
yes.
that.
She'll probably say yes.
Love that.
We'll see. She might not.
Please.
I don't know. Anne,
Please.
you know,
If you can.
she's
If you
pretty
can.
she's pretty big time now.
No, and I totally understand.
She's like one of the nicest people.
Yeah. But that's who we like for whether it's Tendrink or it's What's Up. That's who we want to interview anyways.
Right.
We want to interview like the good people. People who are doing the good things here in town. You know?
So
The nice people who are doing good things.
we'll end with it. It's really funny because like so Ming Chen joined the Umbrellas Podcasters Guild.
Yes.
No
And-
shit.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He totally
he
did.
did.
Yeah, he totally did. And so then, like, you know, like it's so we're like a legitimate thing where
We are a business.
we're like, you know, Southwest Labs comes in and
Yeah.
they like pay us, and we're like sending out to all the members. We're like, yeah, this
Downtown
is
Growers Market.
this
too.
is this is like here's what you need to do for your ad. They want someone to do a different ad for every episode. And so Ming, he's like, I'm totally gonna do one of them ads, and he does, man. And it was like ridiculous. Like can I play it?
Yeah, but go for
Let
it.
me
man.
go. Let me go find
for
it.
it,
Like
man.
his is ridiculous. His is like ridiculous. Let me pull it up because it's so.
I
Fun.
love Ming. He's one of my favorite humans.
And it's so dumb because it's like he lives in New Jersey. And none of this, like, because it's Southwest Labs is in New Mexico, and it's just silly because it's like, all right, that's funny. Let me pull it up.
I want to
Here.
see this.
I would
This
say
sounds
Ming is
amazing.
one of the only friends of mine that keeps checking in with me since I got pregnant.
Oh yeah, he totally does. Yeah, he asks me about it. He's like, oh, how's and I'm like, let me find this. Give me a second here. I sent it to somebody, so I have to pull it up on their thing. But it cracks me up because it's not video; it's all audio. And his is was like the benchmark for me. I was like, okay, I'm gonna steal his. He knows like what to do. Are you guys ready for this?
Yes, ready.
Okay.
Good to go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen from AMC's Comic Book Men. Listen, I like to stay healthy. I like to know that my health is in tip-top shape. So occasionally that means I got to go to the doctor. Sometimes it includes getting some kind of medical lab testing. Now, in the past, if I needed a test, I have to go make an appointment with a doctor. Then they would send me to a lab. It would be a pain, and it would take a long time. And I had always wondered, what if I could cut out that middleman? That's why I want to talk to you about the amazing Southwest Labs. Southwest Labs is located in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Las Cruces, and they make medical lab testing simple. This allows me and you and anybody listening to this to skip the hassle of trying to make an appointment with your doctor. Southwest Labs offers a huge variety of tests, including allergy testing, STD testing, prostate screening, diabetes monitoring, and something that's very relevant right now, they offer COVID-19 testing, plus a lot more. So all you need to do is simply choose your test, go and get tested, get your result, and get a doctor's interpretation. And you could do this all virtually. It's pretty amazing. If you want to call them on the phone, you can reach them at 505-609-LABS, that's LABS, or you can just visit them online at southwestlab.com, or you can find Southwest Labs on social media at Southwest Lab. Stay healthy, get those lab tests, and do it hassle-free through Southwest Labs.
like,
Well,
that's my
goddamn,
point.
man.
Can I just talk
Did
about
you
the
just,
Bro
like,
podcast?
steal that, like,
Just for a
wholesale from
second
him?
here?
Hold on. What are you saying, Smiley?
I said, did you just like steal that wholesale?
Yeah, right. It's like totally. Go ahead. What are you saying, Ryan?
Okay, so like, again, co-founder and along with Chris here of the Bros Podcasters Guild.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about starting a podcast here in New Mexico or wherever, we can help you. And also, if you already have a podcast, we want to put you in our network. Like that's what it's about. Being
I
able
just found out Kurt Fletcher is part of the Podcasters Guild. I
Right.
don't know how I didn't know that. He's like my best friend. And the other day I was like, part of the Podcasters Guild?
Because
Yeah.
everyone did a different Southwest Labs.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted everyone to do a different one.
Yeah.
And I was gonna steal Ming's, and Eric's like, you can't. They want you to do your own. I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, that one. He already did it, man.
Eric
He
would
did-
say that.
I was like,
He's that kind of jerk.
He did that. I was like, he did the best one. I was like, why don't
Well, of
just tell
course.
him? Just tell him like, here's the commercial we're gonna.
So like a year ago, this was just a dream. And if I get on my soapbox, I'm sorry, forgive me. Just skip back this next 5 minutes of spiel.
I'm sorry. It was all a dream.
It was all a dream.
You used to read podcast magazines.
Yes, exactly. You're reading my mind, Chris.
Oh,
And
my word.
no. So like a year ago, there was a ton of different, discordant podcasters here in the state. We're like, man, we need a regular space that doesn't have like, helicopters going overhead. Like Chris, you live downtown. Like we don't need dogs barking. We don't need traffic going on. We need a dedicated professional space. Well, now we have that over at the B Rupee building, thanks to HomeWise. And like, so the people that just signed up at the very beginning, when we first launched back in November, now have their podcast going. And it's so amazing to be able to hear new voices that have never been heard before.
Mm-hmm.
Right here in New Mexico, talking about whatever their various genre is. Like Ten Drink is special because it's been going for 14 years. And like props, seriously, do you guys like seriously like hats off, props, because that's incredible. I only know one other person that's been going longer than you, and they're from like New York.
Who is it?
It is Design Matters, and you can fight with Debbie Millman. Please throw down, because New Mexico has an amazing tradition of storytellers, whether it's nonfiction or fiction, whether it's like big names or small names or whatever. But the point is that everybody has a story, and to be able to push those stories up to where everybody can hear it, like, is an honor. It's seriously an honor, and to be a part of that is incredible. I don't know what to say. If you're listening and you want to start a podcast, get a hold of the Guild. And also, like, to these guys, if you haven't left a review for 10 Drink Minimum, do it.
Yeah.
Seriously. No, seriously, because
Thank
like these guys are like your weekly entertainment, and they're real people. They're not like billionaires.
I don't ever get that. Like, man, we give you 2 hours a week. Like one time, like we did like a show where we did a 10-hour marathon show.
Oh my gosh,
to raise money.
Crazy.
And then someone was like, "So you raise money for yourselves?" And I was like, "To buy equipment."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, why didn't you give it to charity?" I was like, "Well, first of all, do you listen to our show?" And they go, "Yeah." And I go, "You get 2 hours of free fucking entertainment every week, and all we ask is you help us make that sound better. And you're complaining we didn't hand it off to someone."
Well, and can I just say, like, if you're watching like a show, like, okay, say you love Archer, or say you love like Rick and Morty, you gotta wait a year for new episodes to come out. Well, guess what? With podcasting, you don't. So like, put your money where you actually give a crap.
Yeah.
Just
hand us money on the street.
No, I don't care. Seriously, do it. If you see like the mayor of downtown Albuquerque walking around, or you see Holly out in Rio Rancho, or you see Smiley out, doing his movie stuff, like, support people that actually like make stuff that you listen to.
Yeah. First of all,
that's what it's about.
You see Holly, and she has on a 10 Drink Minimum hoodie and a brewery shirt.
I'm just saying, man.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Don't judge me.
Or food, or like a onesie, whatever, man.
The fuck up. Just hand her $10 and be like, "Thank you."
Just hand me dollars or buy me a burrito. I will also take a burrito right now.
We will take Golden Pride burritos
Let's be honest. Like, think about it. If you're listening, you're watching,
Yeah.
and you are a podcaster, what do you need right now? Man, you need maybe like your next meal. You maybe need a couple of bucks towards rent. You maybe need a couple of bucks towards like, your electricity bill.
Sure,
Like,
absolutely.
I have a lot of baby stuff I have to buy.
Seriously,
Yeah.
like if this is why you're listening, you're like, oh, it comes anyways. No, it doesn't. These are
No.
regular, normal people. Man, if you could spend $15 a month on like Netflix or whatever, like ship
Yeah.
these guys a couple of $5 bills for something. Like, this is what like the cutting, bleeding edge of media is.
This
And,
beer,
like-
this beer is expensive, man.
Yeah, no, but yeah, haha. But like, no,
No,
it is. It is.
It is.
Like,
Anne doesn't hand me free beers.
if you love
Just
Kendrick
kidding.
Minimum,
Yes.
go support them
You should.
however you can, or
Yeah.
at the very least, share their episodes.
Let me be real honest.
Yeah, please.
It's real fun. It's real fun to do this show. I thoroughly enjoy doing this show. It is a ton of work. Ryan showed up. He's sitting in the studio.
Yeah.
You saw how much work I was doing before the show.
Oh, yeah.
Was I prepping before the show?
No, I came here 30 minutes before,
Wow.
and like we were still like up to the wire to get it
Oh
down.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I was in the throes of it, man.
Yeah, no, I know.
And that is 14 years of seasoning. So that means like I can do it in a certain amount of time where people can't. But there's a lot of work that goes into podcasting.
Yeah.
And I always say like, people are like, listen to my podcast. And I'm like, well, make it 6 months and I will. There's a reason for that, because this is a passion. This is a love.
Yeah.
This is a thing. And it's hard. It's not easy to do. You gotta, first of all, A, you gotta show up. B, you gotta know what you're doing. And C, you've got to work a lot of time for free. And when I say a lot of time, for me to break even on this show, I have to make a shitload of money.
Break even?
To break even.
Breaking,
To break even,
what's
I
that?
have to make a lot of money to
Yeah.
break even. And people
Well,
are like,
because you've been doing it for 14 years.
yeah.
yeah.
Seriously,
A
proud,
lot.
man.
And to
Liter-
break even, no. That's not
That's
even.
incredible.
I would have to make thousands of dollars to break even.
Well, like, think about
Yeah.
like the person listening right now. What do you want to be paid
Yeah.
in order to make a living? Well, there are 3 normal people on the show. So times that whatever you think you should earn
Yeah.
for making a living by 3.
Right. And then
And this is what the show is.
and we did a 10-hour show one time and we made $500, none of which went to like
New
us.
markets.
It didn't go to us. It went to pay like to buy microphones, buy
And
cables,
microphone?
to pay for the website that's a monthly fee, to pay for the podcasting site that's a monthly fee. And it's like someone was like, "You didn't give that to charity?" I was like, "I am the charity.
We are the
what
charity.
the fuck
Well, like,
are you talking
seriously,
about?"
like each of you guys, Smiley, Holly, Chris,
Yeah.
like, what is your knowledge worth for
Oh,
podcasting?
absolutely insane. And then people hit you up and they want that for free. It's like crazy.
It's
It's like,
insane.
and
Somebody hit me up. So it's not just for podcasting. It's for musicians. It's for comedians.
yeah.
Somebody hit me up yesterday and asked me to do a party at their house, do comedy for an hour and a half, which I can do, but it's also COVID times.
Sure.
And they wanted to do it for, we'll feed you and you can, we'll give you some
I
drinks.
feel like
Fuck off on
I
that.
have learned so much from writing and publishing books.
Yeah.
And like, okay, just hear me out here. So it takes up to 10 years to write a novel. If it's like, say, if it's like 300,000 words, you need an editor. And that goes, literally by the word. It's like maybe 5 cents a word or something. But if you have a 300,000 word novel, that's a lot of money. And then you have the cover art, and then you have the marketing. And if you don't already have a background in marketing like I do, well, then you've got to find someone else for that. So like with podcasting, honestly, like with your talent and inherent skill, plus your marketing ability, plus whatever other local connections you have, man, that's gotta be worth at least $100,000 per year. Easy.
Yeah.
Why are we not being paid that?
Yeah.
And why do people not think that that's what it's worth?
Right. And that's why I love the guild, because like people come in now and they're like, hey, I want you to teach me how to podcasting. Oh, it's good that you want that. And I can just divert them over here. This is what
Exactly.
it costs. They go, well, I don't want to pay for it. And I'll be like, well, then you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the guild is stupidly cheap. Like it's
Yeah.
$99 a year or
Mhm.
like 50, like what, $49 a year.
Yeah.
Like you pay what, like
Mhm.
$100 a month or $120 a month to Amazon plus Twitter, which is what,
Right.
like 17 plus Hulu, which is in there, 12. Like if you want to actually support real artists,
Do it.
do it. Like, put your money where your mouth is. If you're listening to this show right now, at the very least, it costs you $0. Give them a review.
There you go.
Or even better, if you hear about a place that you decide to go try and you really enjoy it and you start drinking beer there all the time, tell them that you heard it from us.
No,
that
and-
also helps us too.
That's
Yeah.
literally why I go to El Rey. It's literally because of you guys.
Tell 'em.
Like, I was like, and next time I go for beer, I'm gonna tell them, like, because like literally when I stand
Let
at
them
the
know.
cash register, your bumper sticker is right there, and I see it every time, and I'm like, man, I wish what the BBQ sticker was there, and like I need to bring it, and I always forget, because I would rather support local, real people that I know versus big faceless corporations
Yeah.
that have nothing to do with my hometown. Like,
Absolutely.
I would rather support local comedians and local actors and local people who know what's going on where I live, because that's what I actually want to know. Who cares what Fox puts out or what NBC puts out? Like, no offense, Smiley, or like, like whatever.
Poor Smiley. He's
No, like
gonna be out of a job soon because of you.
but like, there's a power in micro.
I'm just kidding.
And like when we realize what's going on down the street matters literally to us,
Mhm.
like that's the change of the world.
Awesome. I appreciate that.
It's true.
I gotta cut you off. I mean, we're really over time.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. I totally appreciate it, and I let you go because I was like, well, he's preaching the gospel. I mean, he's telling people the truth. He's laying it down. He's like trying to help us get some money rolling in here, trying to keep the lights on.
How long have you listened to Ten Drink Minimum? It's been 14 years.
Yeah. Paid in beer doesn't pay to keep the lights on, man.
I've only been on like 7.
Yeah.
But still, 7 years is 7 years.
Holly's
of
been
life.
on what, 2 years now?
It'll be 3 years soon.
Gravy.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Congrats.
Interesting. Okay. I guess that's the thing.
I'm sorry. I will get down off my soapbox now.
Ryan's on his soapbox again.
I'm sorry.
No, I appreciate you coming on the show, man.
Yeah.
We've had a good time.
I've been
tonight.
wanting to for forever. So
Yeah. So,
okay.
Everybody who's got anything to promote, anything else?
Send me your Pokemon trainer things on Instagram because I'm trying to get some Pokemon. I know. I know. Hamster and I literally paid for an event yesterday because we're such nerds.
Oh no, my one of my friend Marty, he goes to barbecues with like his team. What do they call them? The different factions, the team, whatever.
They have like team.
Well,
Leagues?
no. There's different.
Red,
Like,
blue, and yellow. Come on, man.
what's that?
There's
Are they
red,
leagues?
blue, and yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not what they're called. That's not what they're called, though.
I'm the yellow team.
It's not. They don't go by the colors. Come on. What's the names? I
don't know because we go off of color. Like during events, you go off of color. So like yesterday, I was green, and Hamster was red, so we can trade Pokemon.
Hold on.
Wait,
like
power magic.
It's like
and
mystic. It's valor, and it's
Okay.
instinct.
Instinct.
Okay. Did I just have to nerd you guys? You guys are
Yes.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know.
I haven't
I just got into
played since like Hannibal, and it's a small town, so
Okay.
it's easy to
Well,
play.
I'll call the Pokemon police on you guys.
Oh, okay.
You guys are going to
Okay.
jail. Going to jail.
Hey, I want to be the very best,
Okay.
like no one ever was.
Because like people are like, oh, your team Valor. I'm like, I don't know what that means. I have no idea. I'm not.
You don't play.
You stay after the show. I want to talk to you.
Me? I don't know.
Is your name Ryan?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear what you said. All right. I'm done with this mess. You guys have tested me. Tired.
We're doing our job.
I don't even know where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at.
We're in your house.
I feel like we have thoroughly irritated Christopher, so we have.
It was a
When I
good
had
job.
to Pokemon explain to you guys, I was fucking. I can't believe that happened.
You had to pokey-splain me, and Hamster's gonna be pissed.
It's Team Valor, Team Instinct.
We made Chris work for his show this time.
Yeah, I had to Google that shit. No, I'm not
Oh
happy.
man, he had to
Right.
Google.
Anne is probably embarrassed watching.
That is in
You
your
have to pretend like you can't see anymore. There we
Son-
go.
Son of a bitch, and
Yes.
James is blind. Like, what do you call it? Joking. What? I don't even know what to say.
Man,
anymore.
this
I'm
is
done.
why I listen to the show
I'm
right
done with
here.
this. I'm done with
It's
this.
great.
Oh my god, I can't see. Oh wait.
Oh man, yeah. I like how you're making fun of like our handicaps. That's fantastic.
There are
James.
no glasses here.
Just
I'm
think,
good.
James, in 10 years, this probably won't age well. They'll be like, you guys remember when James from
Yeah,
Children-
but then
Big ableist.
Chris, how old are
I'm pretty
you?
sure I won't have
46.
gray hair and my eyes will still be working.
Man,
Hmm.
this Wednesday I'll be 33. So
We'll see if they're working, James. We'll see if your eyes are working in 10 years. You're making
I don't
assumptions.
know how old I am, and I will never tell you.
You're assuming something. We'll see how that goes.
God, do you know how old I am?
fighting word, man.
Just when you're like when you have the real glasses,
the real glasses as
And you're
opposed
like-
to the fake glasses.
those are fake. His are fake. He's wearing
So wait. Smiley, why do you wear fake glasses?
to make fun of us. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No,
This
but
is going to age well.
No, Chris, I know your side of the story. Smiley, why do you wear fake glasses?
Oh no, he was right. I actually do it.
Okay, no, that's fine. I just wanted it confirmed by you.
You don't listen well because he's
No.
confirmed
I do listen, but I want to hear from
that.
him.
Okay. Anyway,
I bought them on purpose just so I could wear them on the show.
Yep.
Great.
He doesn't have a lot. He doesn't have money for heat, but he has
I'm
money for.
You can't fool
All right, there's bullet holes in my door. All right, it's
but you
cold.
can buy fake glasses.
Yeah. Mhm.
Priorities.
Mhm. Yep. Anyway, thank you guys for
Glasses
listening.
don't cost fucking $5.
Thank you guys for listening. With that, we are
10 drink.
Minimum.com.
Oh, sorry.